Well, hello everyone. It is good to see you all here today. And oh, my mods are here. Hello mods. Mods, could you please put the rules in the chat for me, please? Everyone please check out the rules so we have a nice smooth stream. And I hope you all brought lots of lovely questions for Somber as well. So I'm just gonna say hello to people and then I'm gonna drag Somber on yes. So hello Laura. Hello Darwins. It's good to see you two again. Hello Sharon. Nice to see you. Lady Nevermore. It's good to see you too. Shadon. Hello Mermaid. Hey no, I keep saying Night Fix. Sorry, Night Shift. Good to see you. Good to see you. And I'm good. I'm good. And I hope you're doing good. I hope everyone's doing good too. Hello Triumph. Lovely to see you. It is still morning for me, technically. Still morning. Hello General. Good to see you. I see you sneaking in, Frightmare. I see you. Hey Andrew. Lovely to see you. Let's see. Oh no, Adam's here. Dun dun dun. Alrighties. Eden! Hey Eden! Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey Lone Wolf, it's one of my favorite furry friends. Oh no, the penguins. Oh no, Adam, the focus is on my guest today. You can annoy me during my late night streams to your heart's content. Hey Orakby, lovely to see you. Hey Yella, good to see you too. Ooh, Valerie, it's nice to see you here again. Alright, let's... Why are there roosters? Are those mammoths? Okay, why not? Hello, Big Daddy Stone. Good to see you. Let's see. Triumph, no. Well, I have had a lot of coffee today, so... I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's... Let's see. Sorry, the chat has zoomed down and I'm like, oh, wait, hang on. Bring in the demon. Yes, perfect timing, Adam. Perfect timing. Let's see. Why are you scared of Somber? He's a total sweetie pie. Hello, your ex. Hello, Domino. Lovely to see you. Frightmare, no. I haven't had nearly enough naughty drinks to get me to sing, so just keep that in mind. Can we make Somber sing? I don't know, he did mention it, so you never know. Alrighties, let's see. Ooh, Uncle Coco. Hello, it is good to see you again. Alright, so I shall drag on Somber, and so don't mind me, guys. I'm just... Wait, what? Wait, what are you... Wait, who's tempting what? What's happening? So confused. That'll be alright. Oh no, Uncle, don't send in the emus. You guys are awful. Absolutely awful. So I'm just making sure that my guess is ready. And you get some lovely, delicate ASMR typing too. Very delicate as always. Yes, thank you, Eden. I appreciate that. Yeah, so share it and like if you haven't already. Feel free to dab or gently caress the like button. You know, the usual. Baron, drag the stump in here already. Oh, that's mean, Baron. We don't need to... Oh my god. So, no, I'm not going to get into that because we'll end up... Alright. So, I'm dragging him on right now. I have to answer Somber. Somber? Hello? Hello? Okay, can everyone hear Somber? And chat, be nice. This is his second interview. Oh my. Well, I warned you. So wait, are you guys? Nope. Oh no, wait, they can't hear you. Oh no. Hang on just a sec. No, not again. Okay. Okay, try talking now. I think so. I upgraded OBS and it's like, no, I'm not going to work ever again now. Okay, can you guys...
I mean,
Can you guys hear him now?
Yes, can you guys hear me now?
Okay. Okay, they can hear you now. Well, that was embarrassing. Sorry about that.
It wasn't that bad.
This is a very professional production, clearly.
Yes, I can tell. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how many people are watching this right now.
Yes.
33?
Oh, wow.
That's very impressive. I
I'm...
didn't know that everyone loved me so much.
Do you feel the love?
I feel it. My leaves are jiggling right now.
You... Alright,
Can you all feel the jiggle?
Feel free to ask Somber any questions. Make sure you tag my name so that way it's easier for me to see. Eden, my favorite part was the awkward silence. Oh, ouch. Alright.
Oh yeah, I hope that's going to be the best part throughout the entire night. So don't prepare for anything better than awkward silence.
Awkward
If you do, you're going to be gravely disappointed.
Let's see. So, Night Shift says, no one has ever started a stream without once asking, can you hear me? I mean, that's true.
That is true. I don't think that's ever happened in the history of streaming before. So that just means that we're right on target. So we're bound to hit 1 million views tonight.
Mr. Cadaver, if you eat my nuggies, I will eat you. Sorry. Okay, that was a little intense. I'm sorry. So, how about you tell us all about yourself?
Oh gosh, okay. Well, I mean, I am a narrator, currently taking some time off, as all of you guys know, because you get hounded for those videos daily. But I don't know. Should I give everybody my first name, or should everybody just still refer to me as Somber? I don't really know how these interviews go entirely.
Well, I mean, you can just share what you feel comfortable with, sort of a thing.
Okay, guys. Well, my name is Somber. Some of you know me as Chris. I am a 437-year-old tree that was blessed by an old witch with a way to speak. So I listened to Mr. Creepypasta one time peeking through these people's window, and ever since then, I just decided to narrate.
Nice.
No, that's not nice. It's absolutely terrible.
No, it is that. Look, I am a 7,000-year-old demon, so you will take the compliment.
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes me feel at least a little bit better there. But you guys are definitely gonna have to hit me with some, some decent questions. Let's see what else.
Okay, so Darwin's is actually asking you a question.
Oh, okay. What is that question?
What kind of music do you like?
Oh gosh. Okay, so I love absolutely everything until maybe like a couple months ago. Absolutely hated country, but I'm not too sure if you guys know Vincent Vinicava. He's a really popular author that works with Mr. Creepypasta all the time. And yeah, he sent me this country playlist. And ever since then, I'm like, man, now I'm a full-time country dude. So I listen to literally everything from hardcore rock to hip hop, rap, anything under the sun. I'm all for it.
Hell yeah.
One thing that people don't know is I actually can play a little bit of the piano, so
Ooh.
I do it all.
Are you gonna play for us today?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. But nice try.
Just putting on the spot, like, so you're gonna play for us? Okay. Let's see. Also, thank you to my mods for telling me to change the background. I completely forgot. All right, let's have a look. I'm not a succubus. I'm a demon. Cadaver. And Baron says, "Respect your elders, Stampy." Oh, Stumpy, sorry. And Yellow Keller says, "Are you my father?"
Possibly. I mean, the only thing that I could think, if you start, sprouting a few branches at your 25th birthday, there could be a big chance of that.
Oh my. So Mr. Cadaver would like to know, how many kids does Somber have?
Oh gosh, countless. I can't even put a target on that one. But yeah, in all actuality, I actually have three kids. I have two boys and a little girl. The funny thing is, I actually posted a video on my Twitter today of my daughter. She has a tablet. I kept telling her grandmother that she doesn't need a tablet, but they bought her one anyway.
Oh no.
So if you watch the video, you could see my daughter, and she's literally talking to her tablet and throwing it on the ground. And she's like, "Yeah, so I threw my unicorn on the ground, and I did this." And then she picks it up and she's like, "Oh, I think I might have cracked the tablet a little bit more." And she's like, "Okay." It's like, "Looks like I cracked it, but that's okay. That's okay." And then just goes back, throws it on the ground, and starts dancing in front of it. So
Oh no.
it, oh god, it was absolutely unbelievable. And the crazy thing is, the only reason I found the video to begin with is she films everything on the tablet and then uploads it, to my iCloud. So, I'm just on my phone browsing one day and then see this video of her just cracking her tablet and dancing in front of it.
Good. Hey
Oh yeah,
Deeks.
it's terrible.
Welcome. Let's see. Uncle Coco says, "Being a tree probably sounds of nature and stuff."
What was that?
Uncle Coco says, "Being a tree probably sounds of nature and stuff."
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Let's see. So Andrew says, "I'm a 120 Atlantic steam locomotive." No, sorry, 120.
See, I don't know what's going on, but apparently, all these inanimate objects are just slowly gaining life over time. So I'm glad that I'm not the only one.
So, so Eden says, is there a hardcore metal hip hop country band out there?
And not that I've heard of, but I mean, as soon as you find it, please definitely tag me in it on Twitter, because that's going to be fantastic. I'll even sing along with it, and I'll put it in the background of a video I narrate.
Ooh, nice. So like the chat just did its thing where it just like zooms up and like I'm missing everything. So I'm like, hang on. Okay, so Darwin asks, if you could uproot, never mind. If you could uproot and travel anywhere, where would you go?
Okay, so that's actually, we've actually had that conversation before, but I am absolutely dying to go to Egypt
Mm-hmm.
because I just think that it's absolutely awesome, like just thinking about like the pyramids and nobody really knows what they're for and the Sphinx and that's like the dawn of humanity. So, I got to go experience that sometime.
Hell yeah, I want to go to Egypt too.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's just like there's so many mysteries. Like, it'd be absolutely insane, for us to go ahead and discover something, but I'm all for it.
No, I want to go. I want to go visit Rome too.
Oh, oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Hell yeah. Domino, I am not singing, goddamn.
No, I think you should sing. Tonight would be the perfect night to sing. Like even you can let everybody in the chat pick a song and we can even, do a duet. That would be great.
Zomber, I'm gonna kill you. Shut up. Oh no. Chat, stop corrupting my guests.
No, guys, please definitely find a song for us to sing. Like,
I'm
you
gonna.
guys don't even know. So, me and Lady Spookaria are actually really good friends. And one time, she actually sang for me on Instagram, and I was so
What?
mind blown.
What?
Her voice is so beautiful,
I'm
and
gonna
you guys
kill
have
you.
to
I'm
experience
gonna
it.
kill you. What the hell? Oh my god. Hello, Bean Man.
Oh, Bean Man, nice.
He did my avatar on Twitter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Welcome back, Fresh. Yeah, I do look like a vampire. All right, let's trying to find more questions. Oh, so Lone Wolf would like to know which is more powerful, your bark or your bite?
I definitely say definitely the bite, hands down.
Nice. Um,
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with all the comments here at the end, and it's looking like the duet is definitely happening before we leave tonight.
I'm not looking at that right now. I'm still further up. I'm just like
And
dreading.
hey,
I'm dreading.
yeah, you enjoy all that up there, because the further you get to the bottom, the
Oh,
more you're gonna have to sing.
oh. Oh, look, the little kitty one. I'm just looking at that. And of course, the penguins already. I can never escape them. Why are there the woolly mammoths? Oh, no. Oh, wait. What's wrong? Why is... Oh, sorry. My bad, Coco. See, I'm so far behind, like, because I'm trying to grab old questions, but, like, it's... Yeah. So Triumph makes a good point. Um, he says the most horrifying part about being a tree is you can't run away when the monster, human with a chainsaw, comes for you.
Wait, say that one more time.
The most horrifying part about being a tree is you can't run away when the monster comes for you.
Well, that's the best part about being the tree is I don't know if you've seen any horror movies, but when have you ever seen the monster go for the tree? They always just run directly past them. So I'm pretty good in that regard. My only issue is dealing with the lumberjacks. I've lost quite a few family members to those bastards, so my
Oh,
revenge
yes.
is coming.
Oh, no. So Andrew would like to know, who is your favorite country singer?
Um, Gosh, what was the guy's name? Okay, so I'm trying to think of it. So I gotta type it up and pull it up real quick because I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But gosh, what is his name? And I don't want to be like, oh yeah, it's the main black dude in country singing, but it is the main black dude in country singing.
Nice. I don't follow countries.
Really?
No. No.
Well, okay, well, that's definitely what we're gonna have to do tonight. I will make sure to. There we go, Darius Rucker. Darius Rucker.
Okay. We will. I will have a listen.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely will have a listen because
Just
the next time, I'll be sure to return the beautiful gift of your singing that you sent to me on Instagram with some beautiful Darius Rucker
I'm
from my
gonna
voice.
gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Ah. All right. Very funny, Mr. Cadaver. All right. So I like how far behind the chat is as well because like, yeah, it's keep the comments coming, guys. Hey, Vidith, good to see you.
Oh, what's up, Vidith? How's it going?
Oh.
I remember the first time that I ever heard Vidith, because like that's the thing. Like, I would like to say that I have a very nice voice, but my God, Vidith's voice is absolutely
Mm,
unbelievable.
it
You
is.
know, like there's a show called Crank Yankers, where basically it's like puppets, and they just basically prank call people, you know? So they call them and they'll pretend to be like, you know, like a sex hotline returning a phone call to somebody. And I'm just like, oh man, it's like Vidith. He could definitely do this skit.
I mean, Vidith has a very versatile voice. Very versatile.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm. Lone Wolf says, since you are a demon and a tree respectively, you guys could make a song together and you can call it the Devil's Tree.
That sounds fantastic. I love everything about it. You know, so we'll make sure that by tonight, you know, we'll go ahead and we'll do a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a doo-wop on it, you know, so we could get down a few of the lyrics. So that's what you guys have to do is, you know, each person type down one lyric and then, you know, hopefully we'll come up with somewhat of a, you know, a song that makes a little bit of sense. And we'll be sure to sing it before the night's end.
Oh no. So Domino says, a good duet is I Got You, Babe.
Oh, yeah, see, that'd be perfect. We could, yeah, see, we could do that. You can even put it on the background, you know, so then you don't skip a word or two, and we'll make it perfect.
So Adam says that Frightmare suggested pour some sugar on me.
Okay, is that the name of a song, or is that what we're doing right now?
I mean, I don't know, like, it's... Well, all I know is this, I better be monetized by the stream if that's the case. Okay, let's see. Yes, Baron. Baron asks, are we branching into tree puns already? Okay, but if you let it take root, a lot of people will leave. Baron. Look, puns are the best kind of humor ever. I love puns.
Yeah, I know. I actually think that was like one of our first conversations, is, you know, you hitting me with all of your puns that you have, that you still hit me with to this day. Like, I just don't get it because there's a new one every single day, and we've known each other for like 2 years now. So that's quite a bit.
Look, it's one of my many talents. It's just random puns and annoying people with my annoying puns.
And not singing for your fans.
Oh, but I'm gonna kill you. Oh no. Ooh, so Beanman says, I may or may ugh. Oh, if I could speak. I may or may not have a surprise drawing coming for you soon. To me. Yay! So Coco says tree puns are great. And
Yeah, they really are.
Your ex says, I keep forgetting that streaming has a delay. Yes, it does.
Yeah, it actually had a terrible delay one time. Like, I think I was watching, you had Maskino on, and I'm sitting there and I'm just like listening, responding to everything, having a great time. Come to find out, I was actually like 15 minutes behind, so no one had any idea what I was talking
Oh, well, that sucks.
about.
So Adam would like to know, what is your scariest lumberjack story?
Oh gosh, hitting me with the story just right on point.
Yep.
Okay, so actually this one was back in what? I think it was like 1482. So, if you guys have ever seen the movie The Witch, you know, times were a little bit rough during that time. So, what happened is this lumberjack, he was actually looking for, you know, of course, lumber because he needed to burn a few witches at the stake. And the only issue that they really had was that they thought that his daughter was a witch. So, they actually strapped her up on my branches and attempted to set the whole thing on fire.
Yikes. Guys, I'm not singing tonight.
You have to.
No.
Because that's the thing. If I start off a song, you're gonna have to jump in.
No. No. You can't make me. I was... You can't make me. And I'm just like on the floor, like sobbing, going, you can't make me.
as long as you're sobbing to the beat, I think that that'll constitute as some of the song.
It's like you can sing to my choking sobs. Please stop. Sing Big Iron. That actually might be. No one wants to hear me sing. No, there's not going to be any
everyone
singing.
wants to hear you sing.
I know. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, I mean, it's just because of the voice. Everybody's absolutely in love with it. Could you imagine how many people you could serenade with that beautiful voice?
Oh, I don't know. I think most people will be horrified when they actually hear me sing. Or,
No, not at all.
No. So,
but once a few of the questions are up, I will go ahead and I'll jump into some of these scary tales
yes.
that I've gathered throughout my life.
Hello, Burton. Welcome to the stream. Bring your questions. We're mildly bullying Somber. Interrogating
Yeah,
him.
just a little bit.
Just a little.
Just a little
bit. So Nightshift says, "I love puns, but the tree ones are against my beliefs."
Yeah, I just take it that the puns are just going to continuously happen all night, so my body is ready.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so it just did its little thing where it just suddenly shot up again. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to find where I was. Hair raising. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to disappoint you, but there will be no singing.
There will be singing. Trust me, guys. She's just saying this right now just because she's really nervous about, really showing you guys her voice. So, I mean, as much as she's denying it, it's probably going to happen.
Give me some. So Lone Wolf is really going in on the tree jokes right now. He says, it's interesting thinking about the offspring of trees. I'm sure your daughter is having a great time as a young sapling. I didn't know trees could use tablets."
They can't, and that's why it's broken.
Alright, have a good one, General. Hello, April Tapes. Lovely to see you. The Lady and the Tree, a classic tale. Let's see. Hello, Jackson. Good to see you. Alright, Oh no, Eden. So Eden says, as long as we're making requests, do it. Peaches by the Presidents of the United States of America. That song is pretty addictive.
Okay, see, now we're getting just a little bit closer.
Stop it. Stop encouraging them. Oh no. I see you lurking and making tea, Adam. I see you. Laura, there will be no singing. Hello, Boggs. Good to see you.
There was one guy in your stream that I saw before. Greasy Dave, is it?
Yeah, Greasy Dave.
Where is Greasy Dave? Is he here?
I don't know. Greasy Dave. Summon the Greasy Dave. Hang on, let's see. I don't know if he's on.
See, that's the thing. You say summon the Greasy Dave, and I just picture like, just a greasy guy summoning from, the grease pits of, McDonald's.
I don't know, but I have played Phasmophobia with Greasy Dave.
Yeah, I just got to meet this guy because I mean that name does it all for me.
There's nothing like a greased up Dave.
Yeah, exactly. The best Daves are the greasy ones.
Okay, so Box asks, Lady, has Somber ever found a tale which actually gave him a sense of fright? If so, and if more than one, which were the most potent?
Okay, so not necessarily a sense of fright, but one was extremely unsettling. So of course everybody knows, when I'm like narrating a character, I try to really become that character. So, that it's really the only way to do the, proper voice acting. So I still have that story, like I haven't even edited. But so what it is it's a story about a guy, and he actually thinks that that his girlfriend and her family are demons. And he's going through and he's just like slaughtering these people and murdering. And you find out at the end that the guy was actually just crazy, like he was just insane.
Oh,
And he just ended up murdering an entire family of people. And that's one story that I still have yet to even go through and edit, just because it was so unsettling. It was super unnerving. And then, when you get to the end and you find out that, because I mean, I guess the way you could put it is, picture the Winchester brothers from Supernatural. They're going through and they're killing all these monsters, destroying all the evil, but in actuality, they're actual serial killers and they're just killing a ton of people and getting away with it.
oh shit. Oh,
That'd be crazy. Like, what if that was the ending of Supernatural? All of it was just in their heads and they were just absolutely insane.
like how the cops thought they were. That they're just seeing these
Exactly.
murderers.
Exactly. They were just serial killers.
Lone Wolf says, I'm only here to listen to ladies hysterical laughing and giggling. Come on, dude.
That's
We
going to be happening quite a bit tonight.
She's so flustered, I'm dying. Laugh it up, guys. Laugh it up. So Andrew says, if one of you falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, did you make a sound?
Not at all. Not at all.
Vidith is like, sheesh. What are you sheeshing it? Let's see. Hey Lizzie, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, so Bean Man has a question. So, who were both your guys' inspirations for starting to start doing horror narrations?
Oh, you could go first if you'd like.
I was inspired by Corpse Husband and Lazy Masquerade, but I wanted to write my own stories because I was too shy to ask people on Reddit for theirs, and I wanted to like be creative and. Okay, your turn.
Yeah. See, that's way cooler. Yeah, I just well, there was just one day I remember I was watching this movie Devil when it first came out. And it's about these people in an elevator, and of course getting rid of the spoilers, some crazy shit happens. So I would go to sleep, listening to the movie just because it had a really good storyline. And then one day I was just scrolling through YouTube and I found Mr. Creepypasta. And I absolutely fell in love with everything about creepypastas, the narration scene of it. And I thought about doing it way earlier, like all the way back in like I think like 2015 or 2016. But then of course nerves get in the way and anxiety and this and that. And one day I just decided to roll with it, and come to find out, I was halfway decent and everybody really liked it.
Hell yeah. What do you mean halfway decent? You're good at it.
Just I would definitely like to give myself the extra credit, but it's always just a little thing in the back of your head, just like you could be so much better if you did this or you did that. So I don't want to pat myself on the back too much.
Okay. So lots of people are just here for the company, and we're background noise in the background for people. Just think of us as evil
Hey, that
voices in your heads.
Yeah, that works too. You guys are definitely gonna want to tune in for a couple of these scary stories though.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just because they're a little bit crazy.
They are. They really are. What? Make sure you like the stream, and if you can, share it if you feel so inspired to do so. Let's see. Ooh, the movie Devil.
Oh yeah, yeah, I love that movie. That was great.
So Jackson says, Jackson's going to bed. Good night, Jackson. He says, okay, good night. Sleep tight. Don't let Spookaria bite.
You'll definitely have to come back, Jackson, and watch the live stream again because somewhere in here she is going to sing.
No. He's like,
Yes, go ahead. Take as many breathers as you need to, but it is going to happen tonight.
no. Why are you joining people? I like how my chat bullies me. That's just nice. And now you're joining in too. Yay. Okay, so I like Mr. Nightmare too, but I found Lazy and Corpse first. And then I sort of found more people. Bog says Lady Singaria.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
So Hair Raising says, are we going for 4 hours tonight, lady? I don't know if I can do 4 hours. Although I came close with another live stream. It was a 3 or something. So you sound scared, Somber.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm definitely absolutely terrified. Like I said, I'm always so nervous when it comes to, live streams and interviews because I'm like, oh God, it's like, I mean, I can definitely be a little brash sometimes with like absolutely zero filter. So I'm trying to like kind of like, keep a few reins on it and just, be mellow with things and try not to be too crazy.
Hmm. I see. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We have to get you monetized. That's the biggest thing. And if you just take the reins off Somber, you will not be monetized.
Well, I've had some other people on some of the things that was said. I'm like, ooh, this video is gonna get like oh, shut up. No, it's all good. It was funny. So I don't know if we're gonna go for 4 hours hair raising, but it depends on if we can maintain a really good amount of people watching. We'll try to go for as long as we can. But yeah. Let's see. So Deexa says, haha, I want to start a goofy pasta channel called SomberReads.
Yes, yes. That would be absolutely fantastic. And we will collab immediately.
So Lone Wolf says, ask me, I have a question for you. I have an uncle who is a hellhound. Do you know him? That's classified information, Lone Wolf, but perhaps.
Yeah, see, that's great that you're not sharing your classified information because everyone just asks me and I'm just like, oh yeah, I know him. Yeah, Steve Jenkins. Yeah.
September, no, don't encourage them. So Triumph says, sing songs for nuggies. I will do a lot of things for nuggies, but I won't do that. 4 hours is a long time, Mermaid. A long time.
Yeah, I'll eventually start losing my voice at that point, so that
Yeah.
would be an absolute nightmare for both of us.
All right, good night, Lady Nevermore.
Then that means I couldn't sing for you.
Good night, Lady Nevermore. Well, you are welcome to sing. I won't be.
No, you have to get into it.
Excuse me, I'm gonna be sobbing on the floor instead.
I mean, you have to like set some sort of goal to end up singing tonight. Whether it's like 50 or 100 likes. one way or another, we're getting you monetized tonight.
But it's I'm I'm just over a little bit over halfway with the watch out.
and we'll make sure to finish that off tonight. So it'll work out in the end.
Ooh. So Baron says, if stream lasts longer than 4 hours, please seek medical advice. Oh my god.
So would you guys be interested in hearing the first story for tonight? And these are all true stories, by the way.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm down to hear a story, and then we'll go back and answer a few of the questions that were asked, because we got a couple of
Okay.
questions. So.
Oh gosh, yeah, we could continue with questions, as long as we need. So you guys could write in the chat if you want to stick with a few more questions, or if you guys would like to go into the first story.
Ooh. Ooh, nice. Okay, so just quickly, so we'll get a few questions in, while we can. So B-Man asks, where'd your name and icon come from, Somber?
As I wish that I had like some crazy cool backstory behind it. But me and my friend, we were actually just sitting down brainstorming about designs that we could run with. And he's like somber, and immediately in his head he thought Sleepy Hollow. So we decided to go with the tree being the focal point from Sleepy Hollow, and then that slowly graduated into the Wendigo. And we wanted to keep the wood design with everything, so that's why it's technically a wooden Wendigo.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like a tree spirit type thing.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's a little more specific.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like an Eshin, like one of the forest spirits, like from The Witcher 3 or something.
Oh
That's
yeah.
always what I thought. I'm like, oh, okay. I
Well,
was
now you
wrong.
know.
I've been corrected. Let's see. So, no such thing as lumber without chopping down the tree. Oh no. And Bog says Somber and Singaria branch into musicals. Dear God.
Could you imagine how popular that would be?
I don't know. Like, I can just imagine it being like, at least my parts of the songs being like on those like cringe tracks. Like, listen to all these cringy singers, and it's got like me, like tramp stamps. I don't know, someone else. Oh, sing song of Nuggies. Okay, let's see. Triumph. Oh no, Lone Wolf. So Lone Wolf says about his uncle. Says, I asked because my uncle talks about you all the time. I think he likes you. He says you are great at singing. Winky, smirky. I'm onto you. I'm onto you, Lone Wolf, and your wicked games.
Well,
Innocent.
I'm just glad that you're singing for more people than just me.
Ah.
This could be the start of a new career.
Like if I release like a joking song at some point and then like it goes viral and I get money from, like, I'm just gonna it's like I put out narrations that I poured my heart and soul into, and people are like, it's all right. But it's other things I'm like, ah. The guy poured my soul into that. People are like, it's all right, whatever.
Yeah, just sing for us.
Yeah,
Just sing again.
it's like, sing. So Innocence, Innocence Unknown says, Lady Spook sings death metal. I know this for a fact. Wait, what? She has the most demonic growl of all metal. I wish. Unfortunately. Alright, so I think everyone wants that story. Ooh, hello Lorraine, otherwise known as Spook Karaoke. So you're getting a lot of
Okay, so
people. Yes.
I have which story should I tell? Should I tell the one about, the feet at the door or the cult activity?
do the feet at the door one first.
Okay. Okay. All right. So this was back in. Okay. So it's the location of this place is probably about, I'd say probably about 30 minutes south, from where I live here in Colorado. And it's literally just a lone building. So, there's nothing next to it for miles. So my friends and I, we decided to go. And, just a little bit of backstory on the building is I believe it was back in the early 1980s, late 1970s. And what happened is there was a family of five that lived there. There was, of course, the mother and father, and then, they had three children. I don't recall the genders, but they had three kids. So what happened is the sister of the father, she wasn't able to get a hold of them, and weeks had passed. She constantly called, so she wasn't able to make contact. So she decides to just drive over to the house and find out, hey, why can't I get a hold of them? And when she actually got there, it was uh, the feet of the entire family, cut off at the ankle, actually facing the front door. So you had, of course, the feet from the mother, father, and the three kids all facing the front door on the porch. And immediately she calls the cops. They have this huge open investigation. And, here we are some odd 30 years later, and it's still never been solved. They never found out who murdered the family. They never found the family's bodies, which is completely mind blowing just to think about. So my friends and I, knowing the backstory, we decided to, go to this house and, kind of just have a little bit of fun and see if we could get scared. So we drive out. Of course, it's still daytime outside. It's later in the evening. So, you walk straight into the house, and off to your right, there's a set of stairs that goes down into a basement. And of course, where do you go? Just go straight to the basement. So we go downstairs, and the second that we went downstairs, you could hear like the ricketing of someone putting, pressure on the floorboard. It sounded like, someone was standing there. So one of my friends, he runs back upstairs, looks around as a quick take. Of course, there's nobody there. So he goes back downstairs. And then the second that he got downstairs, you just hear running across the living room floor. So immediately we ran back upstairs. We're looking around. It's starting to get a little bit darker. And I wish that we could say that we actually, caught something on camera, or, saw something, that really kind of spooked us. But, I don't know about you guys, but, once we heard those footsteps, we basically were just completely out of there at that point.
Ah! That's that's a pretty spooky story. I know you've told
Oh
me that
yeah,
one before,
yeah.
but every time I hear it, I just think about the feet at the door, and it's like,
Yeah, like
ugh.
that's the thing. Like, could you imagine that? Like a family member you haven't heard from for, a while, and you go to pay them a visit, and it's literally their feet chopped off at the ankle, just facing the front door.
Ugh. I mean, they might still. I mean, there's a chance they could still be alive with no feet. I don't think
Yeah,
that's gonna.
just
Ugh.
footless, just walking around. It's definitely a possibility.
I mean, it's possible. It's like, ah. So I'm seeing people talking about a Discord karaoke night. Brave people.
Oh yeah, see that?
It does
Yeah,
sound
that
like
sounds
fun.
great. I'm all
Lorraine.
for it.
Lorraine says, I just want to hear Queen sing though, but sometime, maybe. I told you guys. What was it? What I say the other night? 100,000 subscribers. And I was. Wait, was that the Nuggy Mukbang? I can't remember. But stop it. That's what it
I
is
mean,
now.
either or. I mean, both of those sound pretty exciting.
And they do. They do. I get to eat
I
nuggies.
get. Or, once you hit 1 million, you could combine them both and, just sing with a mouthful of nuggets. You got a little honey mustard dripping down your lips and, you know, just make it as exciting as possible.
I'm sure a lot
Wink into
of
the camera a couple times.
pretty sure some people would enjoy that a little too much.
But it would really be the greatest thing ever. I mean, hell, you can even do a YouTube Shorts. Just stuff your mouth full of nuggets, wink at the camera, and I don't know, just sing a little bit.
What? What? I was like, yes, food. Ah, see. Welcome back, Jackson. Okay. Ooh, hang on. Okay, we had some votes for feet at the door. Let's see. September said, Lady Spookaria, you could sing as a fallback career if the YouTube thing doesn't work out. I need a lot of auto-tune. By auto-tune, I mean all of it being auto-tune. Hey, Lucid Lupus.
But I mean, my thing is, like, if you listen to everything today, auto-tune makes everything that much better, So, I mean, I can imagine how beautiful it would be with auto-tune because you sound great just as it is.
Oh, I don't know, but it's like some little button gets pressed, like, oh, she's singing. Okay, time to make it sound horrible. Beep. And then I'm like, who did this? Someone joined with Lady Songaria and said hello in the chat.
We'll definitely have to make this a new hashtag, Lady Songaria. And depending on how many people retweet it, you're gonna have to open up.
Oh, guys. My God, you guys. I love you guys. It's like love and just like, why you guys like this? Let's see.
Well, my thing is, I'm just excited to see because looking forward, we're just gonna look back on this day and just think it's like, yeah, it's like that Somber stream. That was the one that sparked her singing career. Because I don't know about all your other guests, but I'm with the fans. I'm just like you gotta show that voice. Tonight could be the night that everything changes.
My new life is begin.
Exactly.
Hey Gamma, welcome to the stream. Save me, please. The story just means a game is afoot. Oh no. Oh Gamma, no, that's terrible. Oh,
okay,
no.
that's a 10 out of 10.
You guys have made me so paranoid. I haven't even said sippy sip this entire stream because just in case I forget temporarily and sing it. Oh. Evil. Darwin's asked, which mug do you like out of my mugs? I don't know why you asked that. Somber?
Wait, was that question for me? I was just looking at the Boggs. He just posted he tagged us both in it and hashtag Lady Songaria and Somber Songaria's duet.
Not again.
Oh yeah, no, that's being retweeted right there.
It's like, oh god. Oh, guys.
But so that question was about a mug?
Yes, which mug do you like? I'm guessing it's about my mugs. Or it could be about your mugs.
So I actually oh yeah, I mean it could be about, we'll just go with your mugs. So my favorite mug, of course, is the birthday mug that I won last year, which is absolutely fantastic. And the worst part about it is, I actually keep it as like a collectible thing, and my daughter always tries to take it, like no matter what. So she has a little step stool in the kitchen, and she will step on the stool, climb onto the counter, get into the highest cabinet, take it out, jump down, and fill it with juice and milk and everything. And I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, that is supposed to be for collectibles' sake. And she's just like, well, it's a pretty lady on here, and I'm pretty too. So
Oh,
that's her
you.
excuse for using it.
She's telling you. She's telling you how it is. I think that was the only mug that was like either given out or sold. So it is. I think I've taken off my store. So.
Oh, see, now that even makes it more special.
And you see her grabbing it. Now you're like, no, and running over.
Exactly. And that's the thing, like I just think back to all the cups that she's broken. And I
Oh.
mean, my thought is, if she can literally throw an iPad on the ground and dance in front of it, I can imagine what she'd do to my mug. So I'm just trying not to find out, but I mean, it's pretty wild. Like even last week, I found it in her bedroom. So that was a sight to see. And of course, there's like snacks and all dust and everything in it. I'm like, my God, woman.
My goodness.
The life of a parent.
1 million subs and lady eats nuggies and sings. No.
I think that's a very fair trade. Because I mean, what are we? We're at 38 likes right now. I think that's pretty impressive.
So, Bean Man asks, speaking of nuggies, Somber, what is your favorite food?
You know, the thing is, like, I try my best not even to think of food. Because after my heart situation I had a few months back, I'm vegan now. And when I think about it, I'm just like, I'm one of those, it's for the health's sake. But my God, do I miss everything. Because I can tell you, the plant stuff is really good, but it just doesn't compare to the actual thing. So before I was vegan, hands down, my favorite thing. Well, I can't even say hands down my favorite thing because I like smoked beef brisket. There's actually like
Yeah.
a barbecue place. It's like 35 minutes away from my house. And I would literally drive there at least like twice a week just to get this sandwich. And now I haven't had it. It's been like 6 months. So sometimes when I drive by and smell it, I just cry to myself in the car, just reminiscing on those past times.
Oh. It's like whenever I eat fried chicken, I make sure I tell you about it.
Yes, I know. I remember that. You guys should have seen. One day I was talking to her. I was talking to her on the phone, and she's just like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Nothing." It's like I'm driving to go buy this sandwich, and she asked me. She's like, "Well, how does it taste?" As she's eating chicken nuggets in the background, and I'm just crying. And I was like, "It's so goddamn dry."
Oh, here.
I saw that Andrew. He just posted a bunch of meat in the chat and then retracted it. That's
Ooh,
that's
ooh.
that's just cursing me at this point. And then here comes Vidith. You guys are terrible, just hurting my soul.
Oh, I told you my chat gets savage
Yeah,
sometimes.
they're just ruthless.
So Hair Rising says, singing a duet with Lady Spookaria is now my bucket list. Oh no. Yes, Deekster, it turns out I'm rebranding as a mukbang channel.
I mean, you definitely be extremely popular.
Mm.
I mean, hell, maybe you could even tell stories with just a full mouth of food. You know?
Oh my god, Lone Wolf is going in so hard with these puns. I love it. So he says, sorry, Lone Wolf says, honestly, Somber, I for a split second thought this story was about your family members getting chopped up by a lumberjack. That made me think, after all that's happened, you ought to turn and you leave. Oh. Oh.
Well, that's actually what gave me, the horror vibe.
Okay. Um, Lorraine, I see you with the hashtag spook karaoke. I see you. Hey PA, welcome to the stream. Alright. Oh my god. It did that thing again where it just like zooms down. I'm gonna keep complaining about that. Every single time it happens, like, oh my god, it did it. I've lost it again. Hang on. Hang on. Let's see. There we go. Elucid. Lady Pangoria now live in a musical theatre near you. Insert death penguin medal. So, ages ago, Lucid used to tease me about my height. So he used to post this little gif of a really short penguin, like a baby penguin. And he'd be like, haha, this is you, you're short. And then it turned into me being a penguin. And Lady Pangoria.
Okay. Okay, yeah, because I was going through the whole chat thing. I'm like, what are they talking about? Penguins? Like, this doesn't make any sense. And I was like, I'm completely lost in all of this.
Oh yes, please like the stream.
Oh, yes, like it. And I see that the lizard queen is here.
Ooh.
And I know that's what I'm saying. Like anytime
I'm
she
not.
shows up to anything I do, my heart just skips a beat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm truly in love here.
Hey Jason, I'm still further up. Yeah, like you're like right at the bottom, and I'm like still go through stuff. Hey Jason, good to see you.
So the bots posted a penguin with a ramen bowl. So I'm assuming that correlates to you eating ramen on live stream as you sing.
Oh no. I mean, baby. Hey Tasha, lovely to see you. Let's. Oh, Aiden, you'll get your mod mug eventually. It's coming. It's coming. Everyone's just apparently waiting for me to sing. It's like, I've got news for you guys.
It's gonna be perfect regardless. So you know, if you guys just continue to hype her up throughout this entire live stream, it will happen.
Why do you keep making these promises?
Because we're almost at 50 likes. Like that's very impressive.
I know
You know, I mean, this
it's very
turnout is
impressive.
great.
Everyone is like, go miss. Sorry. I know you told me that she was here, but like, there's something different about actually seeing them and be like, ah! Sorry.
Well, I just remember when I actually had my first live stream with the Zombified, and I was so nervous. Like my anxiety was through the roof. I'm sitting there, my heart is beating like crazy. And then, Liz came on and she literally texted me throughout the entire stream, just to kind of chill me out. So it's she's always had a place in my heart from that.
Mm-hmm. She's my Gomez. And I'm her Morticia. I like how we just both instantly went to simp mode.
Exactly. It's like she comes in, it's just like, oh, hell, queen.
No, don't. Gomez, no, don't encourage them, please. Oh, look at all the kitties. Ah, yes. Clock is ticking like no bitter. Oh no. Oh, I can't sing. So Andrew did hashtag SomberSpookaria sing.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like I'm all for it. I'm completely down for it. So, whatever route we decide to take, which will be the singing portion, we're doing this for sure.
I think this has been the most people that have come to my stream. Let's have a look. Yep, this is the wow. We've had 42 people here.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I can't believe it. You guys actually do love me.
I knew they'd branch out. Sorry. At least they're not. I'm just gonna stop. I don't know how that would be interpreted, but I'll tell you after the stream. No, Gomez. No, I can't sing. I can't sing.
See, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I don't think that anybody's really believing the fact that you sent me that beautiful combination of words on Instagram. So I think that you're just repeat it. If you just want to play the video that you sent me so we can hear it, over the mic, I'm cool with that too.
It didn't happen. Somebody, you're lying. Oh. I'm just glaring at my mic right now, going. Oh. All right, B-Man, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Sorry, I just cracked my knuckle. Sorry, I should have muted. I'll just wait until after the stream.
Oh, see, this is a good one. It just says I'll let you go ahead and you could read that so you could say it.
No.
Come on. It's not even actual words.
No.
It'll take you like 3 seconds to do it.
No. So Lone Wolf says Spookaria and somber songs.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
I know you are.
If we go from horror narrators to I guess just horror singers, I suppose. We could do it.
I thought for a sec you said some other type of singers. For a sec I was like, whoa.
Okay, so horror, horror, I'm assuming.
Yes, I was just like, oh.
I mean,
look, all I'm gonna say is
we want to make our group called the Horror Singers. I'm for that too. At least
look,
we stand out.
$1 is $1. That's all I'm gonna say.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, hell, if we have to do it, I could actually make like like my somber character. Give him some like some Lady Dimitrescu cleavage. Stand 9 feet tall, a nice wooden rump. I think would be pretty popular.
I think so too. Oh my god. Hey, Vita says $20 is $20. I ain't scared.
That's what I'm saying,
So Big Daddy Stone says, sing the theme song to the TV series Batman. You can Google the lyrics. Lone Wolf says, we can start a band. You two be lead vocals and I'll play the drums.
There you go. That's perfect. I guess we'll just go with the horror singers and the horrettes. Yeah.
I like that. Why is everyone so determined?
Did you say you like that?
I kind of do.
The whores and the horrettes.
I'm quite in love with I can't pronounce her name, but yes, the Resident Evil tall lady. Yes.
Oh, yeah, Lady Dimitrescu. That's the thing, and I played the game, absolutely loved it, but I definitely agree with you, Eden. Like, I was just like, oh, wait a second, it's like so soon. I was very disappointed.
I thought she was like going to be one of, like, from what I've heard, like going to be more important villains.
I mean, she's definitely very important. Like looking into a lot of the backstory of the game, I just wish there was more of her.
Hmm.
And a wooden bra. Yeah, there we go. Mermaid Devil says a wooden bra. That doesn't sound comfortable at all. But I guess don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah, I mean, you might like it.
Splitters might be the new kink in the world.
Oh god! Remember, I'm like, I want to be monetized. So that's why, guys, you should subscribe to my Patreon. Mod, could you please put it in? Could you please put it in the description, in the chat?
See,
Sorry.
that's the worst part, you know. The more comfortable I get, the more that little filter kind of fades a little bit.
How dare you have fun?
Yeah, and Lone Wolf says, "I just hope the bra is properly sanded." No, it is not. It's actually literally just scooped out with a spoon, and you just toss it up there.
Sorry, I just... Ah.
Nip slivers. Oh,
Ah.
that's great. Yes,
Thank
yes.
you, Adam.
Could you just imagine how popular that'll be? Because that's the thing. I don't understand how things get so popular nowadays. But could you just imagine it? Just like, wait, hon, I gotta go grab my nip slivers before we do anything.
Like how you're just like, well, she's already lost it. Let's just go straight in.
Well, let's just go all for it
It's
here.
like, yeah, we fine. It's like, but we, no, it's all right, Eden.
But
I will find it in my heart to forgive you. It's all good.
that's one thing that you have to do is, maybe if it's not too expensive, I could I could send you a PlayStation 5 and then you could just stream because that would be fantastic. For you to just stream Resident Evil. I would love to see that.
I don't know. Like, I'm more of a PC gamer, though.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that.
Mm-hmm.
See, when I look at the streaming for the PlayStation and literally all you do is click stream, you put in your YouTube channel and then it starts. So, I tried to do streaming on PC and I was like, God, this is very cumbersome. I don't want to do this anymore. Mind you, I was only like 2 minutes into it, but still.
It's, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I've been always been more of a PC gamer.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I had a really nice PC. It was the graphics card, the GTX 2070 Super. That was awesome. And I put the whole thing together for like, I don't know, probably like maybe $2,000. And then some guy offered me 3,800, and I was like, how could I say no? So yeah, so that's where my gaming PC went, and I'm still in the process of building that one now. Yeah, I think maybe you and we could do like a live stream, and you could tell me what parts to put where.
I have no idea what I'm doing. So I don't think that's gonna work too well. It's like, I, um, there are a lot of better
Just glue
people.
that box thingy.
It's like, I, and I'm just there, just having a panic attack, going, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure other people could help you when it comes to computer parts and things. People, not me. All right, have a good one, Laura. Thank you for coming. But yes, it would be good. That way we can game together sometime. But are you free? Who is excited to hear the cult story?
Oh God, yeah, that one's definitely not for the faint of heart.
Okay, so Bog says they have they have a Steam game you could do, where the antagonist will chase you depending on hearing you talk or make sounds via your mic. If I just did that, I would just like mute my mic for the game and just like stream and talk the entire time. But I mean, that would be interesting. Like, I imagine people just love watching you try to be like, okay, what does this do? I'm like, I don't know. And then people in the chat would be like, just screaming, going, don't tell him that. You're doing the wrong thing. No. It'd be the perfect way to torture Weekly and Fresman. So. um. All right. So, who's ready for
Yeah,
the
but
cult
this cult
story?
story, guys,
Yeah.
it is very, very well. I guess not very, very graphic, but there is one part that's extremely unsettling. But it is a completely true story. That's what makes it a little bit worse.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so we're telling it?
I think so, yes. Everyone needs to hear.
All right,
So
guys.
we've got a couple people being like, yes. Oh, me, yes, please.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, prepare yourselves, guys.
Get your popcorn ready, everyone.
Yes. Okay. So this story was so my mom, she actually used to work at a women's shelter, so women that were in abusive relationships, battered women, women that just needed help getting back on their feet. Basically there was this gigantic building and it was I'd say, God, probably like at least like 25, 30 rooms. And it was really cool, because, for instance, like women with kids, like they had like a lounge area for the kids to hang out or build blocks or whatever, So, I mean, they were all decent sized rooms. Long story short, is a fantastic place. So, my mom, she had a younger girl. She had to be, I believe she was 18, maybe 19 years old, when she had gone to the shelter and she had gotten really close with my mom, but her situation is that she was in a cult, and she had grown up in this cult just her entire life. Her parents had done it, her grandparents had been involved with it, and it was definitely one of the more graphic cults, with ritualistic sacrifices. I remember she was telling my mom that one thing that really scarred her was the fact that she had gotten a kitten, and when she got the kitten, they had told her that she had to learn to let go of things that she really cared about. So they made her kill her cat when she was like 7 years old, which is absolutely mind blowing. That can definitely break someone's psyche immediately.
Oh.
And one thing that was, I guess, the main focal point is one day my mom, she was actually cooking for the girl. And, they cook breakfast, I think it was like once a week or on the weekends that they cook a big breakfast, bacon, eggs, hash brown sausage, everything you could possibly imagine. And the girl, she had come out of her room and she was walking into the kitchen as my mom was cooking. And immediately she just looked sick to her stomach, and just ran directly out of the kitchen, went back to her room. And my mom went to go check on her. Come to find out, the girl's just sitting in her room in the fetal position, crying, just bawling her eyes out. And my mom thought that she had done something wrong. So she asked her, she said, "Hey, what's going on? Is everything okay?" And she said that the smell of bacon um, would just absolutely disgust her. It would, make her wrench. And the reason why is when she was younger, her father, her brothers, and her uncle, uh, they were assaulting her and would use bacon grease in order to assault her, which is absolutely insane. Just thinking about that is mind blowing. So she couldn't have, she just couldn't be in the entire place, whenever they were cooking breakfast. So one night, my mom was doing her rounds, walking through the place, and she went to go check on the girl. And the girl, she's sleeping under her bed, not on top of it, but under her bed. And my mom goes in and check on her, make sure that she's doing everything okay, and she's just crying and she's telling my mom that they're outside. And my mom looks outside, and directly across the street, there's um there's a lamp post, and you just see the silhouette of three people standing out there, and somebody smoking a cigarette. So you see these dark silhouettes with the red from the cigarette light, and they're literally just staring up to the girl's room. So
Oh.
my mom immediately calls the police. The police get there, come to find out. Of course, they can't find anyone. They said no one was in the area. They looked around, did their driving, couldn't find anything. So, what would happen is nightly, the girl would complain about people actually standing there, just watching her. And she got to the point where she really couldn't handle it anymore. So, long story short, she was able to get placed in witness protection. So there was about 3 or 4 FBI agents that actually came in to the women's shelter. Hopefully, they were actually FBI agents, and they took the girl, and my mom just never heard of her again.
That is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely one of those things where you think about it, and it just makes you wonder, why people could be so depraved, but they just the things that they would make that girl do, it's mind-boggling, and I really don't understand how a parent could, how anybody could even think about something like that, let alone a child, but your own child.
Oh, that is. Ugh. Hello, Madam Raven. What a story to come in on.
Yes, as I said, that story was definitely not for the faint of heart. It's one of the more unsettling stories that I've ever heard. Just in general, and the fact that it's a true story is what really makes it that much worse.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, that is the worst part. I'm not sure if you're still here, but good night, Big Daddy Stone. Thank you for coming. Let's see. It's. I don't know why you thought I was Irish Mermaid Devil. Okay, that's all right. I'm good, Madam Raven. I hope you're good too. Let's see. So everyone is understandably upset about killing the kitty, as they should be.
Yes, and then just thinking about that, like who would make an 8-year-old child kill their cat, and like I said, their whole mindset for it was for her to be able to, kind of distinguish love, or remove love from the equation entirely, and do whatever needs to be done in order to praise whatever entity they were praising.
Ugh, ugh. Welcome back, Lizzie. You missed the horrific story.
And I do have other stories, so we can tell these stories as long as you guys are interested.
Yeah. All right, Andrew. Have a good one. Thanks for coming. Mandy! Hey, Mandy. It is lovely to see your lovely face. Ooh, I like this one. Darwin has a story idea. We need a story where a cat murders a cult and saves a little girl. I kind of want to write that one. Do you mind if I
Yeah,
pinch it,
see,
Darwin's?
that would be great because the first thing I think of is like Puss in Boots, battling a cult, to save the little girl. I'd be completely okay
I
with
can
that.
see you. I see everything, Mandy. Mwah. Except when I don't.
Hi there, Mandy. Mandy is another very good friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
It was so fantastic. I remember, she's the one that introduced me to the horror community because, mind you, I uploaded YouTube videos for a solid 8 months, and I had no idea how to use Twitter, anything of the sort. And then one day, SomberReads saw one of my videos, and he was like, "Hey, man, come check out the horror community on Twitter." And then Mandy immediately like took me under her wing and was just like, "Hey, this is how to do all of this stuff. Have a fun time."
Oh, that is very sweet. Mandy's a sweetie pie. She posts the most hilarious memes that just made me go, oh, Mandy, what?
Yeah. We've shared a few memes because I'll find them. There was actually one, and it was absolutely hilarious. And I just told her, "I was like, post this because I am not brave enough to do it."
There are calls for more stories, Somber.
Oh wow, more stories. Who would have thought that they'd enjoy my stories? Okay, so we have a couple stories. These ones, so I could tell the story about when I lived in a haunted church. I could tell the story about when, um, about the murders at my parents' house, which is absolutely insane. Or I could tell the more recent story about my rando nodding experience.
I'm think you're gonna have to just tell all these stories. It's like so
I guess
everyone,
it is going to
all
be
of
hard to
them,
just choose one.
all of them. Hang on, wait. And some gentle ASMR typing. Come on. We want all of them.
I guess which one would you guys like first?
Ooh, yes, okay. Hey Logan, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream.
Man, I
Oh
was
my
just
god,
thinking, I
yes,
was like,
it's
man,
my
that
turn to
was.
bully you now. Yes.
Wait, who are you bullying?
You.
Oh, me?
Yes.
No, no, not at all.
It's like the tables have turned, Somber.
I was just thinking, like, we're probably gonna have to do another live stream as well, just because, it took me a while to get really
Mm.
comfortable. Anxieties, always through the roof. But, now that we could be a little more open, I'm definitely a lot more relaxed.
Are you inviting yourself back onto my channel, Somber? I'm
I am
kidding.
demanding myself to
Oh!
come back to the channel.
Oh, wow. Okay. To be fair, that is how some people have actually gotten on. Like, I'm
Hey,
coming
well,
back on.
if
It's like,
if
wait.
it if it worked for them, then it has to work for me.
Of course, it does. So everyone, I think the haunted church, people seem to be really into that one.
Okay. So the haunted church, of course, I was very young during this whole experience, but I've heard this story a million times from my mom. So all right. So back when I was God, I had to only be maybe 2 years old. Of course, we back then we really didn't have, I guess you could say all the money in the world, or really any money at all. So we would, basically take the opportunities where we could. And it was me, my older sister. God, she had to only be, maybe 8 at the time. My older brother Sean, he was probably about 20 years old. It was his wife, and then my two other sisters, Jessica and Michelle. So the way that everything started out is we, like I said, we didn't have all the money in the world, so we didn't really have a place to live at the time. So there was this church that I guess, I'm not too sure, like maybe it was social services. They let us stay there. So we were staying in this church, and it was really cool. My mom said that, it was awesome to, let the kids play around in the pews. They had a play area upstairs for all of us. They had video games, basically everything you could possibly imagine. So, being in a church environment, you really feel like, oh man, I got the big guy watching over me. Everything's going to be, safe for us. So, one of the main nights that actually occurred, and this is, God, I think it was only like the 8th day that we were staying there. Um, they started to hear like really big booming upstairs. And of course, the church, it didn't really have separated rooms. So my brother Sean and his wife, they stayed in one room. My mom and all of us kids, we stayed in the room with her. So we're sleeping downstairs, and upstairs you just hear this loud boom, you know like
Mm.
it sounded like somebody was just stomping on the floor. And, my brother Sean, he runs into where we are. Of course, he has a bat. He's just like, "Are you guys okay?" And my mom's just like, "No, I think somebody's here." So my brother Sean, of course, he's running around the whole church, has a bat in his hand, and we're all just sitting there really freaked out, not really knowing what's going on. And he comes back and he says, "Hey, well, everything's all right. I don't know what that noise could be." And then, the whole time he's looking, it's complete silence. So everybody goes to lay back down. And then it's really big booming in a repetition of three. And we
Ooh.
thought that was really weird. So really, three really big booms. My brother Sean comes back out with the bat. He's just running upstairs, and he goes upstairs, and one of the bookshelves actually tips over. So, the bookshelf tipped over. There weren't any books on it. Windows were open. Of course, he's a big macho guy, says that it was just a draft and nothing's going to bother him. So he goes back downstairs because my sister Melissa is saying that she has to go to the bathroom. So, of course, the bathroom in the church, it looks like, I guess, like any public bathroom, so there's individual stalls versus it just being one single bathroom. So she goes to the bathroom, and now I'm gonna be going from her experience. And she said that she was sitting there on the toilet, and she looked down under the stall on the left, and she said that it was like, I guess her exact words is she said it was a doo-doo monster. And she described it as a doo-doo monster because when she saw it under the stall, she said that it was just this big brown deformed entity, or monster. And she immediately runs out of the stall, and she looks back and she sees this like deformed creature sitting on the toilet, and it just smiled at her, and she
Oh,
just bawls her eyes out and goes running down the hallway. And she's just crying, like, of course she's crying her eyes out after seeing something like that. So she explains everything that goes on. Of course, my brother goes in there, sees absolutely nothing, and really all we could do was just try and make the best of the situation. We didn't have anywhere else to go. There was no other family nearby. So my mom said that they basically just forced trying to, stay asleep and trying to stay sane until the morning came. And the second that morning hit, packed everything in the van and we left, and she never went back.
oh. Yeah, that's. It's like,
It makes it a little bit lighter, on the fact that my sister, called it a doo-doo monster, and every time she would tell me, we'd all laugh about it, but it was really a harrowing experience for them, on just the fact that nobody knew what was going on. You would think that, with it being a church, that you'd feel more comfortable there than anywhere else.
yeah, it's. Mind you, the three knocks though, that's supposed to be demonic entities. I should know.
Yes, yes, yes. That one is. I'm sure you only knock in threes,
Look,
but
the worst thing is I do when I knock on people's doors, like ding, ding, ding. I did it. I'm like, oh, oh. Hello.
so it was.
No, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, hello, professional paranormal research. Welcome, welcome. Okay.
Hello, thank you
Hello.
guys for coming. Like, I'm just so surprised that everybody is that everyone's here tonight. This is actually really exciting.
Well, how could they resist? Hmm?
That is very true. A speaking
Exactly.
tree coming on live stream is pretty important.
It's pretty important. They decided to branch out. And, I'm sorry. And they laid down some roots and what's the other one? Everyone just like leaves. Like the too many tree puns. Too many tree puns. It's like you can have one. Ah.
But hey, if there's no questions, if you guys want, I could just jump right into the next story.
Now we'll give it a little bit to see if anyone has any. Okay, does anyone have any questions? Sowed some oats, man, Mandy. So a lot of people would seem to be a bit scared about spending some time in a church. Edie. Sorry, I saw a cat.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing is, it's really crazy just thinking about it, because I can't stress the fact enough that, being in a church, you think that you would be absolutely safe, that, nothing could be there. But I mean, I've heard of, I mean, even, in Romania and stuff like that, I believe was the location, but there's actually a church that, that they said that underneath the church is like hell incarnate, that basically it leads to hell, which is absolutely insane to think about. But they're saying that the church is really the only thing that's, keeping that from, everything coming out.
I kind of want to go and be like,
Oh, that would be
hello.
absolutely amazing
I
to
called
go.
down, hello. They're like, are you going to come home yet? Not yet. I'm still
It's just
busy.
hello, hello, my friends, and then you hear the response back. It's like, did you show them your beautiful voice yet?
Ah. And they're like, did you bring back the nuggies yet? No. And I'm just there eating nuggies over the top of it going, no, not yet.
I smell the nuggets.
Like, don't worry about it. Mind your business. So Eden would like to know, have you published any of your spooky true stories on your channel?
I actually haven't, but I really need to, just because growing up, I've been in so many crazy scenarios and situations, especially when it comes to, the paranormal aspect of things. But I definitely need to look into that. I just, never really thought about it. They're kind of just the stories that I just tell in passing.
Well, maybe you should. Maybe you should.
Yeah, maybe I definitely might.
Oh, so Madam Raven says we're pining for more stories, Somber. And Mandy says, I sizzle when I enter the church. Oh my god, Boggs. Boggs is like, Mandy, lady's supposed to be singing this stream. Innocence. Seeing a demonic entity in a church is creepy AF of an idea. Look, sometimes I need to go and don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Boggs, hashtag lady songaria, hashtag songaria somber duet.
I'm still up for it.
I know you're up for it. It's like, I know you're still up. Alright, Lone Wolf, thank you very much for coming. Good luck with your classes tomorrow. Be good.
Yes, good luck.
Sending love hearts. Sending love hearts. So Baron would like to put forward, in that case, do you think churches appreciate that they've effectively fell sewer cover? What? What? Oh yes, okay, for that big one. Okay, never mind. It's like, what are you talking? Oh yeah, the thing with. See, this is the problem with the chat lag, because then I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I don't understand references at the best of times. So Innocent says the cult story was eerie and really unsettling, or very unsettling.
Yeah, that one definitely tends to be one of the crazier ones that that my mom's ever dealt with before. Just because of the fact that, like I said, just thinking about it, even putting yourself in my mom's position, just trying to understand that all of this craziness, all of the movies that you've heard about with these demonic cults, right now, all of that is true, regardless of what you believe.
Oh, it's so unsettling. It's like,
Yeah, because that's the thing. I mean, it's so hard to differentiate or pick out the things that you really want to believe, but when it's right there in front of you and it's impossible for you to deny it, what can you do?
So Innocent says, I mean, I've had some creepy stuff happen to me, but damn, Somber's just wrecked mine. You should write that one up, like as a long version of it.
Oh yeah,
Do it.
definitely. You guys, everyone got the Cliff Notes version of that, but I might have to talk with a few of these authors out here to possibly put that one into words for me.
Ooh, nice. Well, I know the April tapes in particular. He is an awesome writer, by the way.
Oh yeah, I know. And the thing is, like, he's wrote a few stories for me to narrate, and I just read it and I'm like, holy shit, It's like I don't know if I'm good enough to actually get this across the way that he wrote it. So his stories are so well written, it can be a little bit intimidating.
I mean, yes, but you're you're undervaluing your own skill there. So you've been told.
Yeah.
The innocence, you need to tell you need to tell us your story sometime too. Because I'm always down. My Spookaria Nightmare series is either my nightmares or real stuff. There's that as well. But anyway, Somber. Next story.
All right, all right. So we could do rando not, or we could
Ooh.
do the my parents' house being haunted. It's terrible. I hated that house.
Okay, so guys, put in the chat haunted or rando nautica for which story you'd like to listen to first. Because this is gonna be good. Excellent. I can't tell if I think the chat's lagging just a little. Parents' house. Okay, there was a little bit of lag again. Excellent. House haunted.
All right, looks like it's gonna be parents' house.
Yep.
Okay, so um, gosh, I think it was back in 2013 when my parents bought the house. And mind you, no one had lived in the house for, God, I think the last person to live there was like in like 1950 or something like that. So they had to go through and do a ton of remodeling to actually get everything up to code. So the reason why it had been abandoned for so long is it was a farmhouse. So they had a really, really beautiful barn just right out the back. I'd say it was probably maybe about 50 yards away from the house. But every time you went inside the house, you got this really weird feeling, specifically in the basement and the barn. And it was just really unsettling. You could really never pinpoint exactly what it was. So they decided to do a little more research on the house and, look into the backstory. Come to find out, a couple was actually murdered in the house with their parents and their child. So it was I don't recall the exact date. But what had happened is there was a person. It's directly, the house is like right off the highway. So they had some traveler going down the highway, and I guess he needed a place to stay. So of course they let him stay there. Um, and they told him that he could sleep out in the barn. Of course, you weren't going to let a random stranger come inside of your house.
Hmm.
But they brought him in for dinner. Uh, I guess he was, just supposed to be a really kind guy, so they didn't think anything about it. So they decided to let him sleep in the basement. That was the worst mistake that they could have possibly made. So what happened is the guy, he actually went through the house. He killed the mother, the father, and the father's parents who were staying with them at the time, and brutally killed them. Actually, stabbed them to death. And the worst part is the kid was only 3 years old, and he took the kid out to the barn and sliced the kid's throat. And
Ooh.
now knowing a little bit of the backstory, we found out why everything was so unsettling. And we also found out, I guess, earlier, the barn was kind of like a speakeasy. So you had a few like gangsters and stuff in there, and they play cards, and people died there, and all kinds of crazy stuff. So we really started to find out that the house was haunted. Is we had a big barbecue. We had all the family there. We were enjoying time outside, and my son at the time, he was only, I'd say, about 4 years old. And everybody's just sitting out on the porch, just chatting about everything. And my son comes out of the house and he's like, "Where's the little boy?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was the only kid there at the time. And he specifically said, and it was so weird, he said, "The little boy with the hairy feet." And everybody's like, "What is he talking about?" It's like, "Yeah, the little boy with the hairy feet and the black hat." Nobody had any idea what was going on, but apparently the little boy ran into the basement. So everybody was just a little mind blown. Nobody really thought about it. He's a kid making up friends, whatever, not a
Yeah.
big deal. So one time, I had stayed the night with my son, and we were sleeping on the pull-out couch in the living room. And you have the living room, and then right in front of you, you have the dining room, and then off to the left, you went through a little door, and that led directly to the kitchen. So I'm sleeping there. I get this really weird vibe, and the kitchen light turns on, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "It's not a big deal. It's probably my brother. 2 o'clock in the morning. He's a weirdo. Whatever. It's not a big deal." So I go into the kitchen and nobody's in there. I'm like, okay. It's like, well, that's a little bit weird. My heart starts to pound a little bit, but I'm like, maybe he just went through the kitchen and then went back to the bathroom. So I go check on him in his bedroom, and he is out cold, completely sleeping. And I decided it's like, fuck it. I'm gonna go lay back down. I'm just gonna try and forget about it. I go to lay back down. I turn on the lights in the living room because, like, this is really weird. So I go to lay back down, and the kitchen light turns off, and the cabinet slams. And that immediately wakes up my mom, my brother. They're like, "What the hell's going on?" Come out. Nobody knows what's going on. It doesn't make any sense that any of that happened. So then another time, we were also having another barbecue, and I was showing one of my friends from work the barn, and it was so weird because you heard a faint crying in the barn. And the barn, it was beautifully built outside, but on the inside, it was really, really weird. So you go inside and you actually have to go up, like a wooden ladder, like an old school wooden ladder from like the 1920s. And there's a bunch of mirrors upstairs in the attic of the barn, and they all have, sheets covering them. And we thought that was really weird, that sheets would be covering them. And it was like, God, I'd say at least like 15 mirrors. And they were so beautiful. Like they had these really nice ornate designs, real wood, everything. And they were all in perfect condition. So it was really weird that they were up there. Um, so we go back down. We tell everybody about the fact that we heard, a baby crying in there. Of course, everybody at this point, they're just like, "Oh yeah, well, this is a story of what happened." So they told him about it. And another occurrence at the house was my mom. She was showing one of the ladies in the area that lived there, just showing her around the place. She's heard the story. She's lived there her whole life. She knew about all the crazy stuff that went on there. So my mom took her into the barn, took her up, showed her the mirrors, and she picked out one of the mirrors and said, "Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Can I have this?" My mom was like, "Yeah, of course. They're just up here sitting here doing nothing." So the lady takes the mirror home, cleans it up, makes it all pretty. And she said over the next few days that she kept seeing some figure out of the side, just slightly out of view from her. So it would be like kind of like if you're walking down your hallway, and off in your peripheral vision, you'll see something standing there, and then you'll turn around and nothing's there. It was just weird.
Mm.
But the one thing that really made her unsettled is she was actually standing, walking past the mirror, and she felt like somebody pushed her. And she's never experienced anything in her house until she took that mirror. So that next day, mind you, all of this happened over like 16 hours. And that next day, she kept calling my mom. My mom was at work at the time. She couldn't get a hold of her. So my mom came home to the mirror sitting on the porch, and the lady left a voicemail to my mom saying that that mirror is evil and that she needs to get rid of it and everything that was in that attic. And of course, my mom, not thinking anything of it, she's like, "Oh yeah, well, house is haunted. Big deal. Nothing I can do about it." So
So chill. Ah, whatever,
the
it's fine.
yeah, she was really nonchalant about it. And the final situation that I had there was actually one of the last times I ever went to my parents' house to actually stay the night. Now, of course, I go visit during family events, but my mom, she had a really big, just a tube TV. It wasn't a flat screen or anything like that, and it was in the living room. And she had a really big sectional that went all the way around, and then she had a lazy boy. So of course, everybody's gone. They're going out doing stuff. My son's upstairs in my brother's room playing video games. So I'm just watching the house, and I go to turn on the light. I turn on the lamp. The TV's off, and I sit down on the couch. And I kid you not, I looked directly into the TV, and the reflection from the lamp showed like an older woman sitting in the lazy boy sofa.
Ah.
And I look over, of course nobody's there. I look back at the TV, she's still sitting there. I ran upstairs as quick as I could, grabbed my son, left the house, and we never stayed the night at my parents' house again after that scenario. So,
Oh.
I hope you guys enjoyed. That is the haunted house that I had the pleasure of living in.
Oh, oh my god. Well, that was such a nice place. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it is, uh, I actually know the people that live there now, and it was so random, because I mean, that place is probably about 35 minutes away from where I live. So I was at the grocery store, or no, I was at uh outside of the grocery store. There was a vegan truck, and it was the day I was talking to you when I went to go buy that food. And uh, the people that were in line behind me, we started talking about my YouTube channel and how the horror stuff goes, and then of course I brought up the story about my parents' house, and I was like, yeah, in Colorado City, it's just this big giant house with a red roof, and they're like, is the roof tin? And I was like, yeah. They're like, is there a big old barn in the back? And I was like, yeah. And the dude's like, holy shit, we live there. And it was so crazy thinking about it, just on the fact that they lived there. And, we were able to share in the experiences. So, what's really cool is they gave me their business card, and they do homeschooling for people down there, with COVID going on and all of that. And they teach like teenagers, in their later teens. So what we actually set up is for me to go down there one of these days, and they're going to set up the gigantic fire pit outside, and they want me to tell scary stories about things I
Ooh,
experienced
nice.
when we stayed there.
You should have said, "Oh, you guys might survive" or something.
Right?
It's like,
Exactly. It's like, oh,
oh,
you guys haven't had anyone die?
it's like, and they said no, and you went, "Not yet, not yet," and just leave it at that, and then be like, "I have to go now,"
Exactly. It's like I have to leave
and
and just immediately dart out of
then you just you put your hand on their shoulder like and be like, "Good luck," before you go.
there. That definitely would have been the greatest thing ever.
Mhm, mhm. Ooh, Miss Creepy Tails dropped by, and then she had to go. I hope she is well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming by.
She ran in and then ran out.
Right? That
Oh wait, I
story's
think she.
probably just a little too scary.
Um, so Mr. Cadaver was basically like, that house needs an exorcism.
Oh yeah, no, it really did. Just because, like I said, it was just it was so weird. Like, and whenever you went into the barn or went into the basement, you kind of got like a bit of a lightheaded feeling. It was definitely something that I hadn't really experienced before, and really only experienced there. Um, was just this really unsettling feeling. It's kind of hard to explain, but it happened every time. Oh, that's Colorado City, Colorado.
Innocent says, "Yo, I want to spend a couple of nights there. That was a crazy haunted story." I like, I like whenever something sounds horrible. Innocence is always like, "Yeah, I want to go there now. Yeah, take me with you."
Yeah, it would definitely be really fun to do. And speaking of, haunted houses, um, what I'm still gonna try and do, if I could get another enough people that would be interested, is, for instance, like with narrators, authors, um, I'm thinking about renting out the Glen Erie Castle that I stayed in,
Ooh,
and having all of the narrators and stuff do a live stream, because I think there's 20 rooms in the castle, so each narrator and whichever person they decided they wanted to bring would have a room in the castle, and we'd be able to go to the dungeons of the castle. We'd be able to basically do whatever we wanted, which would be really fun. So, if I could get enough people to want to do it, I definitely wouldn't mind renting out that castle for a few days so we could, all kind of get to know each other and just, kind of have a fun live stream of us doing a ghost hunt in the castle.
ooh, that would be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. So Baron says about the people you met, put your hand on their shoulder and tell them, "Yeah, I thought I'd be okay too when I was alive."
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Like that's the thing. I definitely could have made it very, very unsettling. But it was really cool. I guess they did a lot of stuff like they reconditioned the barn. So like I guess they had somebody go in and kind of clean stuff out and make it look like a modern barn, just with that kind of old age look. So they said that they're having fun with everything right now. So I mean, all I could do is hope for the best and hope that they don't see the woman staring back at them from the TV.
Oh, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Mr. Cadaver says, "I sleep in my basement." Okay. Innocent says, "What can I say? I love the creepy stuff and chaos is my gig." I'm not surprised about that at all, at all. And September lives in a haunted house right now.
Oh, nice.
Dun, dun,
Yeah, see,
dun.
that's awesome. Like that, I look at it and I kind of wish that I lived in a haunted house, just because I think that I've, over time, I've kind of been able to get used to a few things. At least I hope so, until I'm running out of the house terrified.
It's
So
like,
maybe not live in a haunted house, but definitely visit one.
it's like, it's just a demon. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
exactly, exactly.
It's just me like opening the fridge, going, "Ooh, snacks."
Right? Could you imagine that? Like the demons aren't even really that crazy. They just want to have a fun time. Like, if you live with a demon for so long and you go to set the table and you got your food there and there's a big ass bite out of your burger. It's like, God damn it, Daryl, what the fuck?
Like how you just called the demon Daryl. Ah. It's like I'm summoning the darkest of all the demons. What's his name? Daryl.
Yeah, that would be great. Like that's the thing. Like anytime I talk about ghosts or demons or devils, they always just get plain Jane names, so Bob or maybe Stacy, whatever it is. They're just normal people at this point.
No, Baron. Daryl is a demon, not a ghost. Please correct yourself. Welcome back,
Just
Eden.
introducing him.
The most wicked of all demons. Daryl. Oh, so Innocent says, hell, a serial killer used to live behind 2 homes I grew up in.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's...
that would be so cool for it being so close, because I guess like so, where my parents live, there's a lot of farmland. So there's a ton of farmland that's not taken up, So there's like abandoned farms, abandoned barns, there's actually a house down there, and it's crazy. Like it was like like $800,000. It was a beautiful house, and it's been abandoned for like 15 years. So like just even exploring things like that would be so exciting.
Sorry. Good message. I was just like, hang on. Sorry. I thought it was one of my mods. Never mind. I was like, oh no, what are they yelling at me about now? You get blazed about ghosts when you live in a haunted house. Yeah, that's true. Eden said, wouldn't it be great if we summoned Daryl and Norman Reedus appeared?
I could just picture that him with his crossbow. Like, what the do you guys want? This is the third time this week.
Come on, guys. Come on. And Adam wants to know if he can challenge a succubus to Scrabble. Winner gets the other's soul. I don't have one. Oh.
See, that's where you'd lose just because of all those demonic words like uber duber. You wouldn't think to spell that in Scrabble, but that just means hello in demonic language.
Uber duber. Like Uber duber, Daryl. If someone just came into the, if someone just came into the stream right then, they'd be like, "What the hell are they talking about?" No, no, I didn't. I didn't. Cadaver. I think that's like everyone's just like waiting around for it to happen. It's like din din. Yes, Uber Duber. No, I've also wanted to get into Rando Nautica for a while now, but I am far too much of a chicken and I don't want to leave the house. So it's like, but that is something I would like to try.
Oh, yeah.
But so I'm interested in hearing all your Rando Nautica stories. So how many do you have?
I have 2, and I mean they're not very long. They scared the shit out of me, so I was like, man, I am out.
Oh wait! I have to. Lucid just rolled in with like a real question: Popeyes or KFC?
Ooh. Okay, so that's a tough one. So I mean, I'm okay. I can't even say it's a tough one. I'm gonna say KFC, and the reason behind it is so I don't know if it's everywhere, but Popeyes has this deal where it's like 99 cents for 2 pieces of chicken. I ate that every Tuesday because it was so cheap for like 4 years. And I'm just like, I'm so burnt out on Popeyes, I couldn't even enjoy it if I tried.
Oh.
So, KFC, they don't have any deals. They want to be a little pricier. So I only ate that on occasion. So, KFC is it for me.
Nice. So far, there's Mermaid Devil and Madam Raven have both said Popeyes.
Yeah. I mean, Popeyes is great, but when you eat it every Tuesday for, a good quarter of your life, it's not that good after that.
Lucid added on, Popeyes has amazing red beans and rice though.
They do have the better sides by a long shot. And one thing is, another reason why I hated Popeyes is I used to work for Popeyes when I was in high school. So
Oh yeah.
one thing that they did is they just say, "Hey, anything on the menu for lunch, you could have it." So I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm just gonna try everything." And working at Popeyes, I think I worked there for like 3 or 4 months. I probably gained like a good like 20 pounds. And you got to eat it for lunch. And then everything at the end of the night, they're like, "Hey guys, if you're hungry, take some home to your family." So yeah, I ate Popeye's chicken for like a solid few months.
That's okay, yeah, I can see why you'd be sick of it. It's like, oh, particularly when you're around it all the time too. No, no.
Yeah, and then I absolutely hated the smell. Like, so I mean, I don't know if anybody's ever worked fast food, but when you're sitting there in front of, grease just frying all day long, your clothes smell like chicken. If you don't take a shower, your bed smells like chicken. Your house smells like chicken. I hated everything
Oh,
about that.
oh yeah, that's yeah. Like when my sister worked at Domino's, well, I worked at Domino's briefly. In the brief time I was there, my skin looked the worst it's ever looked because of all the grease from the food.
Yeah,
It was like,
exactly.
ugh.
You're just absorbing the grease into your body when you do that.
It's like,
And I hated it.
it's like, ah.
Yeah, exactly. Like it tastes so good, but when it's basically fusing with your skin, probably not for the best.
Yeah, it's like, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Exactly.
Like, so KFC makes Innocence and his wife sick. And Lucid, that sounds like heaven.
Yeah, I could see the KFC definitely making people sick. And the last time I ate KFC, I was so pissed. So it was, of course, before I became vegan, and I went through and I ordered 4 pieces of chicken, and and I paid the extra so it could be breast. They gave me all wings, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And mind you, I
Oh.
drove home, opened up the box. I was like, "Oh my god!" So I'm hangry. I hadn't eaten all
Mm.
day, so I go back over to KFC, and I'm just like, "Yeah, I just want a refund on my food." And they're like, "Oh well, I'm sorry, we don't do refunds here." It's like, "What do you mean you don't do refunds?" They're like, "We could just get you more food." And I'm like, "Okay, okay, well, I ordered 4 chicken breasts." And they're like, "Oh, okay, we'll fix it." I fucking went home and I had 2 wings and 2 legs. I was like, "Oh my god." So I just gave up at that point. I was like, I was eating my food so pissed. I'm just sitting there growling. You'd think that I was Daryl at that point. But exactly. Like, bastards mess up my meal twice.
Why didn't you when they handed you your food, you stand in front of them and you open it up and then you show them,
It was
what is this?
it was through the drive-through through COVID. So it was snowing outside.
Well,
So I'm
you
just
could have
like, I don't want to do this anymore.
you could have grabbed it and went, hold up, stay where you are. You don't move. You open it
Right?
up and really quickly and be like, what's this? What's this? This is not what I ordered. I will wait here until you give it to me. And I'm keeping this box of
Exactly. I was
food.
like, I just spoke to you guys 3 seconds ago and you said it was perfect. Let us fix that for you. And we're still here.
I just realized I sounded like a major Karen. But it's true, you have to, because they're like, oh, can you wait for, no, this is your problem, you're fixing it. Sorry.
Exactly. Exactly.
So Domino likes the hot spicy chicken at Popeyes.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's the thing. That's all you can actually go for. And a funny thing about the spicy seasoning at Popeyes is one time I worked there with a guy named Brian. We'll just say that. So anyway, we're sitting there, and basically what you do to season the chicken is you open up this little pack of seasoning, you pour it in this drum, and then this electronic drum, rolls the chicken around. And Brian, he was just like, man, he's like, I could do this myself. Whatever, big deal. He stole like 20 packets of Popeye spicy seasoning.
Oh God.
And they found out on camera and fired him the next day.
God
So
damn.
I was just like, hey, at least he was able to make his own chicken for a while. So I hope it was worth
Oh.
it.
So Madam Raven hates donuts because she worked at a bakery in uni.
Oh yeah, see, that's the
Mhm.
thing, and that could kill it for you. Working for a restaurant will just,
Mm. Mm.
delete all appreciation for that food.
So Inno has worked at Macca's, worked at Jack at the Box in the Box. I don't know what that is. Worked at Sonic and even Pizza Hut. At least you will smell like hell after every day. Um. So Eden used to like Nando's. Uh. Okay, Somber. Oh wait, so Eden asks, Somber, how are you finding your way through eating at fast food outlets now that you're vegan?
So it's actually pretty rough. I really can't eat a lot of fast food anymore, but it's helped out because one thing that I really enjoy doing is my first passion is cooking. I love to cook. Anything under the sun, I'll cook it, no problem. But when it came to, veganism, I basically had to change all of it. So I'm still kind of learning my way around it. But when it comes to fast food, there's a Chinese restaurant down the street from my house that does vegan, well, of course, tofu and like vegan sauces and stuff like that. So that's cool. Subway actually has a vegan patty. They also have a vegan meatball sub. Burger King and Carl's Jr. have vegan burgers, which are actually not too bad. And then there's a vegan restaurant about 30 minutes from my house, and they make everything from vegan chicken tenders, vegan chicken wings, and of course, these people. There's a company called the Very Good Butcher, and they actually they smoke uh, food, and it's supposed to like taste like actual meat. And it's so crazy because it really does taste like actual meat. So they have like a smoked chicken breast, and you cut it, and it's tofu, but it looks like actual chicken breast. It tastes like chicken breast, like the same texture and everything. So I've found ways to kind of get around it, but just starting veganism cold turkey, that's the biggest mistake a lot of people make. You kind of got to gradually work your way into it, or you will give up immediately.
Do you still miss the old food that you used to eat though?
Oh, yeah, yeah, because that's the thing. So my kids aren't vegan. They just basically they still eat their same stuff. So when I'm in the kitchen and I'm making them barbecued ribs or fried chicken or anything under the sun, even pizza, I just smell it and I'm like, God damn it. Why can't I just make them become vegan with me? But I mean, as you know, my kids basically run things.
Mm-hmm. Yep, have heard, can confirm. Cadaver shapes for life, by the way. I don't know what jumpies are, but I'm just gonna go with shapes. Let's see. And yes, September, finally the stream has reached the food topic. So all my streams is always eventually it always like food always becomes the main topic at one point or another. Just it happens this way. I can't control it. No one can control it. It just happens.
Well, that's good because, like I said, food is my forte even before narrating. Like I actually considered starting a YouTube cooking channel. So I was just like, I'll just toss a
Ooh.
GoPro on, and cook all this, all this vegan stuff because it's so crazy. Like, so when you think of veganism, you're like, oh, well, all you do is eat, lettuce and carrots. I'm like, that is actually not the case because, like Tyson, they make like
Mm.
vegan chicken nuggets. That could be right up your alley.
I know. I
They
was just
make
like, I have tried. I think I've tried one brand of chicken nuggets like that were vegan. I was like, do not like this. This is corruption. Throw it into the fire.
Yes, yes, that I could definitely see. I've tried a few that I absolutely hated. Like there was one, it was called I think it was called Imitate Chicken or something like
Mm.
that. And like when they talk about eating like cardboard, that tastes like you just took a bite out of cardboard. Like if you were to put, seasoning, salt and pepper on cardboard and take a bite,
Mm.
cardboard's probably going to taste a little bit better.
Oh wow. So it just tastes like sadness. Just admit it. It tastes
Yes,
like sadness.
exactly. You will cry your eyes out with each bite.
It's like I was saying, eating. Go.
Exactly, crying. It is so dry.
Let's see. Oh, so Eden says cooking stream with Lady and Somber featuring Eden because cooking baking is my passion. We'll make vegan slash gluten free chicken strips.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
I am all for that. There's actually I went to Trader Joe's and they have it's like I don't even know what it is, but they're vegan grilled chicken tenders. So what I did is I chopped it up, made a homemade pesto and used the vegan butter and tossed all that together. It was it was absolute heaven. Like honestly, if you were to taste that with, my regular pesto chicken pasta, you wouldn't even tell the difference. Like if you took a bite side by side, you wouldn't be able to tell which was which.
Ooh. Hmm. Challenge accepted, I imagine. I will put it to the test.
Yes.
I will put it to the test. So, Cadaver would like to know thoughts on the vegan teacher. Are you talking about that TikTok woman who's what's the word? Trying to think of the nicest word I can think of. It's like I can just imagine Homer Simpson just like dancing in my head going do 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 do. I don't know. I think it's not because she's vegan, it's because she's just
Well, I'll tell you. I actually don't follow a lot of I guess you would say, vegan teachers or whatever because like okay, so the way that I look at it, I'm just like I'm vegan, for health reasons, eventually it might turn into something else. But I can tell you, I have been bashed by more vegans becoming vegan than I've been bashed by people that just have a regular diet. Because my thing is like, I've seen a lot of people, and they're just like, oh, carnivores are the worst people and blah, 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 this and that. And my thing is, I'm like, I don't care what you eat. It's like, it might not be for me, but that doesn't mean we can't be friends. Like, I don't see it as that big of a deal, but a lot of people make it a big deal. So, there was one time I commented in a subreddit for basically vegans. I was just looking, for different recipes to try. And I mentioned that my kids weren't vegan, and immediately everybody's like, I can't believe you wouldn't make your kids become vegan and blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that, and that I'm a horrible person for not doing it. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys are crazy. It's like, this is what everyone actually says. You guys are legitimately insane. So I don't share their beliefs that they have. I'm just like, hey, do what makes you happy. I mean, if you like eating, big whoop, who cares? Eat what you want to eat.
I agree. It's like I'm an omnivore, so like I'll eat anything, really.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing, you know what I mean? There's no harm in that. But going to that group, I was like, my God, is like they would literally, just murder me the second that they could.
All right, so I think it's time for a Rando Nautica story.
Okay, okay. So this will be the final story of the night. All
Wait.
right.
Didn't you have two Rando Nautica stories?
Final stories,
Oh,
I
thank you.
should say.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, so the first time I went randonauting, it was a complete bust. We didn't find anything cool. It was actually pretty boring to say the least. And I was actually thinking of that time. I was like, yeah, I'll do a live stream, on this Randonautica experience, so everybody could get a huge kick out of it. It was an absolute disaster. Nothing crazy happened. It was just whatever. So, the second time that I decided to do it, I was just cruising around with a friend of mine, and he was just like, "Hey, let's try this Randonautica." I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever." So, mind you, we're going. I'd say we're probably heading. We're about 30 minutes west, and we're still driving west at the time. So we generate the location, and it immediately sends us, back east and then south. And I'm like, okay. I was like, well, that's super random. He's like, yeah, it's Randonautica. That's what it's supposed to be about. So so we're driving, we're going through like all these neighborhoods to get to this spot, and then we come around the highway, and it was under the highway, and I'm just like, that's weird. It's like, why is it bringing us under the highway? So we're under the highway, and the Randonautica location is literally pinpointed, not even 100 yards in front of us. So we're like, okay, this is getting a little bit weird. So it's and mind you, this highway is kind of off, really in the middle of nowhere. You really wouldn't think to stop there unless you actually had to. So we're driving, and under the bridge, right where our Randonautica pinpoint is, there's a red truck. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, I'm not getting out to go look at this truck. It's not happening. So we're driving by the truck, and we're just looking at it really, really slow. And it's completely pitch black under the bridge. But my friend, he had a spotlight on his car. He has an old Crown Vic, so it looks like a police car.
Mhm.
So he's showing a spotlight on it and everything, and it just looks completely empty. Like there's absolutely zero reason that that truck should be there. So we just keep driving. We're like, fuck it, whatever. We'll just go on. And why is it that the lights of the truck turn on behind us as we're going past it? Immediately, I freak out. I'm like, dude, push on the gas. Let's get out of here. So we're driving through this area, and why is it that a train is coming across, literally
Ooh.
boxing us in with this truck behind us, and we're standing just right in front, and we're just like, oh my God, this train's right here. These people are gonna murder us. So he immediately pulls out from where the train tracks are, and it just completely flies through like this like this jagged area. Like, I mean, it's a good thing he didn't have any damage to his car, just because of the fact that it was completely rugged terrain. So we completely blast through that rugged terrain for like a good like 3 or 4 minutes, and then we were finally able to get on the highway, and then basically make our way out of there. And that had to be one of the most harrowing experiences I've ever dealt with, because honestly, I thought we were going to get murdered. I mean, there was absolutely zero reason for that truck to be there in the first place. So the fact that that happened, and then the truck to turn on their lights right as we passed them, I was just like, man, we're dead. This is just the way that it's going to go down. Um, so that was the first experience, and then the second experience was really weird. So about I'd say about maybe about 30 minutes east from where I live, it's a lot of like farmland. So It's like a different zip code and everything, so different high schools, all of that. And we were driving out there, and the houses, they're spaced really far apart the further you get out there because people own, like acres of land at that. So we're just driving, hey, let's turn on Randonautica, see what it says. We're like, okay, cool. So it takes us down this really, really dark road. Mind you, since it's a lot of farmland, there's not a lot of street lights out there. So basically, you're completely relying on your headlights to guide you where you need to go. So we're driving down this extremely long strip of land, and we start like passing like these really old buildings. Like honestly, it looked like from like the 1920s. And there was an old church with this really ominous statue out there. So the church, it was really, really old, but I guess at the older time that this church was built, they had gargoyles, to ward off evil spirits.
Mm.
Honestly, it just looked like demons to me, so that made things just a little bit weirder. So we continue to drive and we get closer to the Randonaut point, and it's in a cornfield. And it was just like, why would it be in a cornfield? Like, that doesn't make any sense. That's really, really weird. So I told him, I was like, hey, you have your gun, just walk into the cornfield. What's the worst that can happen? It's like, I'm
Damn.
not walking in this damn cornfield. It's like, that's not gonna happen. So, as I try to goat him a little bit to walk into the cornfield, of course he didn't do it. So I tell him, I was like, what if I walk with you? And he's like, okay. He's like, let's go together. So I have one of his dumbbell bars. I just have the bar from it, and he has his gun, and we're walking into the cornfield. And then, you see the impression of something that's in the cornfield. You see, the corn stalks push back and fall. Immediately, I was like, we're not doing this. So we jump in his car and we just completely leave that area. So we start driving back to town. Mind you, we're 30 minutes, away from this place. And we're, on the highway. We turn on Randonautica again. It's taking us back out to that area. And I'm just like, that's weird. So it was like, well, it probably just pinpointed another location. So like, cool, whatever. So mind you, we're 30 minutes away from this spot. Randonaut, you could set your radius wider. Ours wasn't that wide to be taking us out 30 miles. So we go ahead and we just decide, let's try it. So we go back out there, and why does it take us right back to that exact cornfield? And at that point, we just drove past it. It was like, I'm not getting back out of the car because I saw something moving in there, and it's not something I'm willing to chance.
Wait, so what were
And
you thinking of? Like, what level did you?
okay, so we were thinking something supernatural, because
Ooh,
I mean, with supernatural, you could get something like that on your phone if you're recording. You
yeah.
could spot like, for instance, when I was at Glen Eyrie Castle, you could spot, like the lights or the orbs. So we were kind of just looking for something to kind of shake things up a little bit, I guess you could say. And as dumb as it sounds, the first time, we were thinking supernatural. The second time we were trying to think of money. It's like maybe we'll find a bag of money or something. But it just brought us back out to that cornfield. So it was just weird because, it's supposed to go off the collective thought of whoever's using the app at that time. So the first time we wanted supernatural. Second time we wanted money, but it brought us right back to the spot for supernatural. So maybe,
Ooh.
subconsciously we wanted to see something supernatural, and that's why it brought us back to that spot. Or maybe, as a bank robber that died and had a bag of money, and that's why it brought us back out there. So really we had no idea, but it wasn't something I was willing to find out.
Dun, dun, dun. Hello, Scottish hush puppy. Welcome. Good to see you. You'll be fine. I want to go random Nauticking. Is that how it's? I will stuff it. That's what.
Close enough.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm gonna do it someday. Oh no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to get out of the car. I'm gonna go home.
Oh yeah, no, I would definitely suggest you know, anytime you're doing it, just be wary of your surroundings because you see all the YouTube videos and people are doing it in the inner city. I know you were doing your research on Detroit.
Yeah.
So Detroit would be the last place to do randonautica.
Yeah, so I wonder, and I'm like, okay, this is a couple of years ago. This is 5 years ago. Okay. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, and then I looked up another one and I was just like, ooh. Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it just keeps getting crazier as the days go by. So I mean, of course, my beautiful times that I've had in Detroit. For those of you who don't know, I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, which if you're from the U.S., you know of Detroit.
Mm. I'm waiting to see any comments about Detroit in the chat. I'm like, we know. We know.
Yeah.
So Mr. Cadaver said, I wonder if I could use Somber's haunted house story as for my first narration.
Yeah, I mean, sure, go for it. Like I said, I mean, really all those stories are, just experiences from my life. So, just have fun. You'll get to this comment in a second, but it is absolutely true.
um Wait, so Domino says, Somber should take me on those excursions. I'm not afraid of things that move.
Yeah, I would totally do that because I mean, I'd hate for one of us to get stabbed, but hey, if you're walking into it absolutely with zero fear, by all means, I will pick you up and bring you back to the car and drive you to the hospital.
Isn't that nice, everyone? You drive you uh, so September lives fairly close to Detroit. And Domino says Detroit is where they drive on sidewalks. Is that
Yes,
true?
that is
Is
it is
that true?
very true.
Why? Why is this a thing? I'm so confused.
Detroit is just literally just absolute chaos. So like I actually have a crazy story from Detroit. So it was in 2003 and it was during the middle of one of the hottest summers and the power went out for I think it was a couple days if I could recall correctly. And the mayor of Detroit, they're just like, everybody stay calm. We're doing our best to get everybody's power back on. Just try and relax. But what you don't understand is having just an absolute gang of people um, in 100+ degree weather, absolutely sweating. Your air conditioner doesn't work. Your refrigerator doesn't work. Your
Oh,
freezer doesn't work. It's
oof.
just hot, and all you want to do is cause chaos at that point. So there was a grocery store, a little nice shopping center called Apollo, and that was the name of the grocery store. So in the shopping center, you had the grocery store, you had Finish Line, and a few other stores just peppered in and out. So what had happened is someone decided that they wanted to go ahead and just ram a van through Finish Line's window. So they ram the van through Finish Line's window. Everybody in the neighborhood sees, hey, there's a van that just slammed into Finish Line's window. I'd say that there were probably at least 150 people that just looted Finish Line, the grocery store, everything that you could possibly imagine. And it was so funny because I remember one of the kids that lived across the street from me. He was telling me about how his dad went in and he stole a bunch of shoes, but he just took the shoes from the front area. and they only kept the left shoe out in the front area. So he stole a bunch of different pairs of only a left shoe, thinking, he got a lot of nice stuff, and gets home, he just has like 12 pair of left shoes. But yeah, like they broke down the door to the back and everything, and they just completely ransacked the place. But that's definitely one way to rile up a bunch of people that don't really, see the law as the law, kind of just look at it and say, ah, whatever. Like that's the thing, like, there's just so much chaos out there. Another story, I remember I started mowing lawns, to get a little bit of extra cash. So my nephew and I, my grandmother bought us a lawnmower. So we'd walk, around the neighborhood, just mowing people's lawns. And we actually had these two guys, mind you, I'm only like maybe 12, maybe 13 at the time. There were two guys, and they're like, "Hey, how much money you guys making mowing lawns?" And we're like, I don't know. It's like I got like $25. I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." So he's like, "I'm gonna take that lawnmower," and I'm like, what?" He's like, "I'm not gonna tell you again. Let me have that lawnmower." So of course, I'm 12 years old. These guys are clearly like 19, 20. And of course I go home, I'm all sad and disappointed. I tell my brother what happened. And of course my brother, he grew up in Detroit his entire life. So, he's about the chaos. And we're driving around looking for these guys, and told me why these assholes are going door to door mowing people's lawns with my lawnmower. So
God damn.
my brother didn't like that, so of course he got out of the car, and they had their scuffle and everything. And my older brother, he's very intimidating. He's
Mm.
like 6'6", like 240 pounds. Like he probably could have been a football player if he applied himself
Mm.
to it. But lo and behold, I got my lawnmower back. But still, people in their right mind, like, why would anybody rob a 12-year-old, and take their job? And yeah, yeah. I mean, I couldn't imagine that happening anywhere else.
Yeah, to be fair, there are some areas in Australia where that could have happened here too. some of the rough areas. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So, that's the thing. Like, in Detroit, that's, and like, if you go, like, I guess one way you could put it is if you go to the strip club in Detroit, like 90% of the people there are gonna have, you know, bullet wounds or stab wounds. Long story short, that's just, the Detroit initiation. If you got to be stabbed at least once before you can get out of there.
I remember when I was like, it's like, would we ever go like urban exploring in Detroit? You're like, no.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You're like, no.
No, that's the last place. That's the last place you want to go do that.
Oh. Yes, Australia, the land of the spiders. It isn't that bad over here. It's very exaggerated. Okay, so Eden says the only thing I know about Detroit is the game Detroit Become Human. So I think you've.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, the beautiful thing about Detroit Become Human is at least it's futuristic. So how I would compare Detroit, like if you've ever played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, just just a little bit rowdier.
Oh my. Be all good. So, does anyone have any more questions for Somber? We need to interrogate him. He's had too much fun on this stream.
Right? I know that's what I was gonna say. Is like I think I've basically said everything that can possibly be said.
You have 10,000 spiders. No, we've got more than that. Far more. So, funny story. I went to like one of the like wildlife parks, and they have like the spiders, and I'm pretty sure I can find about at least 5 of them in my backyard right now. I wanted.
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
that
it's fine.
sounds terrible.
Like, that's scary. It's like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just leave them alone. They're fine. So, wait, we got some questions. So, Uncle would like to know, why are they called cookies if you have to bake them?
That's actually a very good question, and yeah, I couldn't even answer that one.
Mr. Cadaver would like to know, Somber, where were you on August the 23rd, 1995?
August 23rd, 1995. Probably at my friend Tommy's house. I actually, I remember it probably wasn't August, but close enough to my birthday. I remember very specifically that he had this little Chihuahua, and I'd always walk across the street to go to his house, and there was this little Chihuahua, it was his grandma's dog, and it would always bark at me and like chase me home. So I mean, 5-year-old me was absolutely terrified. And then I turned 6. So when that dog came barking at me, I just kicked the shit out of it.
Oh, no.
That's just the way that it had to go down, just because that thing has bit me so many times. And from that day forward, the dog never bit me again.
Oh, God damn. Oh no, Maskino's here. Dun dun dun.
Oh, nice. I've been waiting.
Yes, he's been waiting for you, Maskino. Dun dun dun. So when Maskino was on, it was just, oh, he's a character. Absolute character.
Yes, Somber punts dogs.
God damn. So Eden would like to know, do you have any favorite video games?
Oh yeah, of course I'm not really part of the PC master race, but I do have a few games that were absolutely fantastic for me. And most of them of course are recent, but I love the God of War series. That's been great since the start. I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil. I just beat Resident Evil Village, which is absolutely fantastic. Um, Gosh, what other games? Oh, and then I really like StarCraft. I like the real-time strategy
Ooh.
games. Like it's super nerdy. Like I remember when it first came out, and when part 2 first came out, and I was absolutely terrible at the game, but I wanted to figure out how to be better. So I actually downloaded this app, and it did a countdown, and it would tell you exactly when to make your troop. So, after doing that over so long, I was able to get pretty proficient at the game.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
I never got to any leagues or anything. I mean, by competitive means, I'm still pretty garbage, but I have fun with it.
Nice. I've yet to play StarCraft. Someday.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Someday I will.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. Like, it takes a lot of time. Like, I really enjoyed all of the matches that took me like an hour and a half to end up completing. It was entirely worth every second.
So Uncle asks 3 questions from you. Do pineapple belong on pizza?
They do. Yes, they do.
Excellent.
And I
Good.
know it's blasphemy to say under some standards, but pineapple does belong.
Mm-hmm. Can you ask Lady to have a VC? I don't. Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was like, answer the question, Somber. And Maskino, wrong answer, Somber. Shut up, Maskino. Did you guys sing yet? No. No.
No, I'm still just waiting for you to get over the nerves and just open
Ah.
up a little bit.
Oh.
Like I said, like you guys really don't understand how
Oh.
pretty her voice is when she, hits high notes.
Stop.
So,
I'm gonna kill you.
like so she's saying, "Can you feel the love tonight?" That was absolutely amazing. Like
I'm gonna
I
kill you.
sat there and
Okay.
because she sent me a video. I was like, "Oh wait, is she finally doing a face reveal or something like that?" And she brought me to tears with her voice. Like you guys are really missing out on this one.
You know, it's bad enough you're trying to get me to sing. Now people are gonna think I'm actually competent, so when I do actually sing, it's gonna sound worse. Thank you. Thank you. That is just so mean. It's like, oh. Almaskino, you've been on twice. Twice. I'm not scared of you. Um. So Innocence Unknown would like to know: are you a Mortal Kombat guy?
Oh yes, yes, especially the new Mortal Kombat. Like I was so hyped for the new movie. It wasn't bad, but it was okay. But the game, yes, I'm all for. Like even just the storyline. I love how they had the split ending. That was absolutely fantastic. And before you ask, yes, my favorite character is Scorpion.
Nice. Mosquito. Nah, shh. Mosquito. What? No, cadaver. I'm not scared. My god. What? Anyway. Let's see. Yes, do not flame those who enjoy pineapple on pizza. It is the sacred rule. So you just said you'll be singing. Well, I said I'd be singing, but I didn't say when or where. Not on the computer. And not recording. But I'll sing sometime. I haven't even done the sippy sip little song thing because of you. Oh, you all made me so damn paranoid. I like how you're just joining into. You're like, yeah, she's so amazing at singing. I'm like,
You are.
I've never
See,
sung to you.
just
You're
just like you're
lying.
telling me, just like you're telling me not to doubt my skills as a narrator, don't doubt your skills as a musical. I don't even know. Like it was breathtaking. I don't even know
It
how to
didn't
describe it.
happen. You were dreaming if it happened.
I thought I was dreaming, because like I said, it's just like I haven't heard like someone harmonize vocals like that since I don't even know when. I've never had a song just legitimately bring me to tears like yours did.
I'm just. You're making it everything so much worse. It's like when I do see people like, oh god, oh no.
No, no, that
People are
won't
gonna
be what happens at all.
people would just be there going, yeah, lady, don't ever sing again. You're like, like, I'm sorry. Cadaver, you've never heard me sing either. What are you talking about? Alright, does anyone have any more questions so we can interrogate Somber? Oh yes, I
I
would.
was looking.
Now with every guest, I bully them about being on the Harper Codex, but I've already bullied you about being on the Harper Codex sometime, so... I mean...
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely will.
It's like... It's like, you just... Yes, I will.
Yeah, but I see everybody talking about the Mortal Kombat movie. It definitely could have been a lot better by all means. I was actually going over reviews, and somebody said that the main character that his only power was literal plot armor, and that's exactly what it was.
Oh, Maskino, shh, I asked you. Uncle... Somber has said a lot of things during this stream. No, no, I'm not. I haven't had enough naughty drinkies to sing, so I mean,
Oh,
There we
well, I
go.
mean, we have all night, so feel free to start whenever you're ready.
I'm not singing. Ah. Ah. I'm questioning my life choices right now.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, the only thing that you should question is bringing me on the stream and me telling everybody how nice your voice is when you
Oh,
sing.
I haven't sung to you.
That's
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 the
the
worst.
only regret. That's the only regret you have to have.
I never sang to you. People are going to be expecting this. Like, say if, and I said if, guys, if I ever did sing, people would people were like, you said it was nice. No, no, not at all.
Yeah, that's the thing. The other thing, it's not nice. This is amazing.
You're hyping me up so much that
Well,
when people
you
hear
should
it,
be hyped up.
they're going to be horrified. No, goddamn. Ah, I'm not ending the stream, mermaid. It's tempting, but no. God damn. You guys are terrible. Sorry, I needed a sip. Can't even say my
Oh
sippy
no,
sip
you
song just in case I accidentally do my like little. Everyone, the Fresman has arrived. Hello, Fresman. You are late. It's so good.
Well, now the party's starting.
Yeah, Fresman's here. That is true, Fresman. Better way late than never. Also, Fr Somber, tell Fresman your computer idea that you had. I will fight you any day of the week, Maskino.
Oh, yeah, the computer idea. So basically, I have all the pieces that I need to put this computer together. I've just been procrastinating a lot. But what I was thinking is maybe doing a live stream with everyone just telling me where to put all of these parts and, see if it may turn into an absolute disaster or I got a super nice PC.
I can hear Fresman going.
Just breathing all heavy in the background. Did you say PC?
Friendsman. Oh, I also call poor Fresman Friesman, Freezer Man, Freshman. Sorry, Fresman. You just come in. And it's like, well, look who decided to show up. No, hey, Fresman. Sorry, I'm sorry. Fresman said, oh god, that makes me worry. So I'd love to see it. Excellent. And oh, Eden
Yeah,
says,
it's definitely worrisome. I'm a little scared too because I'm just waiting for the random comments. It's like, well, you glue the silver thing to the back because that makes it even more powerful.
I just hear Fresman go.
Just hyperventilating, punched directly through his computer. It's like, God damn it, Somber.
Oh, Eden says, good luck finding parts for PC, Somber. It's a rough market out there.
Well, right now I actually have the most difficult part, which is the 3080. So, yeah, I actually a buddy of mine. I don't know how he did it, but he was able to get two, and he sold me one. Thankfully, not for like $1,500, what they're going for.
Oh, god damn. Ooh,
Oh
wait,
yeah,
wait.
yeah. And I tried to get the 3080. Like I stayed up all night at Best Buy. I was on Amazon. I couldn't get anything. But my friend, he actually got his from Amazon and then sold me one of them.
Ooh, nice. It falls to me. That is a pretty dramatic reaction, although I can see why. I was supposed to upgrade a lot of my
Oh yeah.
computer parts this year, but like, times are tough. Times are tough.
Yeah.
And yes, I was patting and stroking my desktop box. Alrighty, so does anyone have any final questions for Somber? He may have to leave soon. Leave? I'm sorry.
Yes, yes. Honestly, I'm still absolutely jaw dropped that we still have over 5 people in here still just listening to me blabber on.
Well, you're nice to listen to, clearly.
I do appreciate that.
I think. Well, they're just all waiting. They're just all waiting for the duet. Well, if
I think that's what's really going on.
well, maybe if I hit monetization this year through people watching my videos, so you guys know what you need to do afterwards. There are links to my current videos down below if you want to help me out there. But yes, if I reach monetization by July, like by the end of July, fucking sing.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds great because I
You have to
definitely
sing with
think
me
that's
though.
doable.
You have to sing with me though.
Hey, that's no problem at all. I will gladly do that.
Oh
Then
no.
maybe that beautiful harmony that you're bringing on might be able to make me sound a little bit better.
I can't sing. Why do you keep telling people I can sing? Stop lying. Stop torturing me. Sing, fly me to the moon. Thank you, Eden. Yes, my latest video. Also, can you post the playlist for the Harper Codex too, please? Which someday Somber will be in. And I believe Fresman will be my next guest on the Harper Codex.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes.
And by the
Oh,
way,
yes.
if you ever do...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, muggy giveaway. Wait. Hold
Oh,
on.
yes. If you have yet to enter, please enter my mug giveaway. The link is the second one. Please enter. Because I want to see who gets a nice mug. Bean Man, yes, we're still up. Although I've tired poor Somber out, so he might have to go soon. The leaves are wilting.
I'm like 55, so 55 years old, and I'm just wilting away. So
look, I'm a 7,000-year-old demon, and I'm still awake. I have no excuse.
I mean, at least you have the demon powers. Like, I'm just sitting here with Daryl, and he's ready to go to sleep too.
Daryl's like going, "Come on, man, turn off the light. Come on."
It's like, come on, dude. I need the snuggles.
Get off my lawn.
Yes. I'm constantly telling them to get off my lawn, especially with my daughter literally throwing her tablet on the lawn and then pointing out that she cracked and just saying that she does not care.
Oh, B-man. Oh, you've had a few drinks. Oh my. 14. That's all good. Well, I don't know how long we're going to be on because, as I said, I've tired poor Somber out. Although it could have been the chat too. I think the chat contributed to it.
It's more Daryl here. He's literally just poking me right now.
Yeah, Daryl's like, "Come on, dude, come on. Come on."
It's just nighty night, dude. Just tell him. They'll understand.
You just called it Daryl. Just like, yep.
So now I'm gonna have to make some merchandise for Daryl the Demon.
Yes.
So
yes, you are. And also, we're going to be collabing a lot more, whether Somber wants to.
Oh yeah. I had a great time. So definitely, if you guys wouldn't mind seeing me back, I have plenty of other stories to tell. Definitely stories. Now that I know that you guys can handle the one that's a little more graphic than the others, I have so many stories to tell. Whether it was me when I lived in the haunted house growing up and pointing out monsters to my parents, to the underground city that I
Ooh.
explored that I thought I was going to be killed, which is
Oh.
absolutely insane. So I'll definitely be sure to tally up all the stories that I have for you guys.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh, so B-Man had half a bottle of Captain, but I wanted to let you both know that I love both Somber and Lady Spookaria. I feel the love right now. Oh
Thank
yes,
you.
everyone
Thank
please
you.
check out Somber's channel and subscribe. He is wonderful.
Yes,
He'll be
yes,
coming back, and follow him on Insta and Twitter as well. Uncle, maybe one day there'll be a song. A collab song.
yes.
A duet.
Yes, we just have to get you monetized, and then
Yes,
all
yes.
the songs will
Mm-hmm.
be here.
No, what did
Yeah,
I
and then
agree to? Like,
if you guys click the link on my Twitter, you guys will see exactly the story I've been telling you guys about my daughter and her tablet. It's absolutely insanity. But since I'm a YouTuber, she wants to be a YouTuber, except
Oh,
she wants to dance and do videos with her cats.
oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I love all. Okay, cadaver. God, why? Why is everyone so obsessed with making me sing? Why? Uh...
I've just told them how magical it is, and they're impressed, so they have to see.
You're lying. That's the worst part. Oh, your boy wants to make gaming content. I reckon he'd be good at that. He's even got his own intro that he says to no one while he plays his games. Oh, oh, Bean Man's got a kitten. Okay. So, any final questions? Any final questions? Because I can feel the tree beginning. Sorry. Where's Lone Wolf? Lone Wolf was really good at the tree puns. Get back here. Get back here and do tree puns. Can you sing Let It Go? I don't know the words to all of it. So.
Okay, I'm glad that I'm not the only one, because I don't know that song at all. My daughter sings it sometimes, and that's about as far as we go.
All I know is the Let It Go, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
And I'm going to say a controversial opinion. Brave was better than whatever movie that is. The one with Elsa in it. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Brave was better. Brave was way better. Uh, so Bean Man wants to know, why are you so great? Yes, that's it. Frozen.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. I when I look at myself, I'm like, I'm like, like a good 60 out of 100. So the fact that you think I'm great definitely gives me that little extra boost there. Um, I guess just me being me.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I also have Daryl here for all the emotional support that I need.
Daryl's like, I've always got you, baby.
Yeah, it's like I've got your back, bro. It's weird when he calls me baby. I don't like it.
Look, sometimes you just have to accept the love. Just accept
Yeah, I guess. But that's the thing. Every time he says "I love you, baby," then he winks. So that's it makes me uncomfortable.
um Oh, September can sing Let It Go word for word. Okay, so Mr. Cadaver made a funny. So how do trees get on the internet? They log on.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. See, like that's the thing, and with all these puns, it's just new ideas for merch. So every time make a new every time you hit me with a new pun, I'm throw it on merch, you get 10% of everything sold.
You do realize now people are just gonna be throwing random puns at you all the time to get cheaper
Yeah,
merch.
I know.
Also, do you have a Teespring for your merch store, by the way?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm actually revamping everything,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's a little lame right now. But all the new designs that I sent you to get your approval on
Yes.
that you actually like, those will be added to the store probably tomorrow because I will be back with a new video tomorrow.
Oh, good. It's about time you're back at it.
Yeah, I know. It's just the nervousness and the anxiety because just in case, lady's the only one that actually knows, but I got like 15 stories
Mhm.
literally just sitting on my computer. I'm just like, I don't know if they're gonna like this one, so I need to just get over that mental stress and just upload them.
Just do it. Do it. Just like, just nagging. He's like, do it. Upload it. Like every day, I'm like, are you gonna put up a video today? Also, are you gonna send me? Are you gonna send me those lines you promised? I've been waiting
Yeah,
a
if
while.
you can handle the story, it's really sad, you
I'll,
know.
you know that I can't say it on stream. I'm like, ooh, I will send you a message in the DMs. What will happen if you do not send me those lines? Everyone's like, wait, what? So
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about?
don't don't worry about it. It's fine. So B-Man says, I apologize. I'm a little drunk, but I love you, Lady Spookaria, and I love Somber. Both of you are great. I have an idea for a drawing for Somber. Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty
Oh
cool,
yeah,
B-Man.
yeah, yeah. Have fun. I actually sometimes I do like little like giveaways, Basically, all you have to do is draw a picture of Somber. It could literally be a stick figure. Doesn't matter. Just have fun with it, and then you'll be in a drawing for like a $20 Amazon card or some merch from my store.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
Oh my God! Somebody made Daryl the demon. He's literally just telling me right now, like, bro, bring your ass to bed. I am sleepy.
So Uncle says, if a tree grows during sunrise, would that be morning wood?
Yes,
Uncle!
yes, that's actually exactly it.
Oh, well, there
And
goes
every
monetization for
morning
this stream. Bye.
we grow a little bit more.
Yes, he's good with fan art. Also, I love fan art. I'm just putting it out there. If anyone decides to do it, just I that was very shameless. So Eden says, if a somber falls in the woods and no one else is around, will it become a scary true story?
I'm sure we can definitely make that happen.
Okay. Daryl, I promise, Somber will be in bed soon. Ooh, so Bean Man would love some Somber merch, and that he'll make some fan art for you. Excellent.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, that sounds great. I actually got a really cool design that I'm gonna have posted on Twitter. I mean, I could actually post a picture of it on Twitter right now, just to kind of get everybody's thoughts on it. I think it looks pretty cool. Um, Lady just tells me everything I do is cool, so I'm gonna need some more opinions on that.
Wow. Wow. Hey, I criticize you. I can start criticizing you a lot more if you want. You've opened up Pandora's box now. Tree Man. Wait, what? Why are you yesing, Eden? What? What? Oh, it's all good. So, I think we're going to wrap up very, very soon. So, Does anyone have any final questions or comments for Free Man? Looking forward to the Somber falling down story.
I'll be sure to come up with something.
Can you sing? Are you talking to me or to Somber? Because with me, I can't sing. So why don't you sing, Somber? No, I'm not singing.
I'm only singing if you're singing with me.
No.
That's the deal here.
No, god damn. Oh.
Oh, there. Yeah, we got the April tapes is back.
Oh, welcome back.
Yeah, I actually we were actually talking about you earlier to possibly make a story out of one of my my terrifying experiences that I've had growing up. It was one of the stories in the live stream, so listening to it later, you'll definitely see that.
Cadaver, you've never heard me sing. But yes, April tapes,
Well,
watch the full stream later. It's been a crazy stream.
yeah.
But they will. So I think Daryl's demanding ooh, he'd be honored. You're gonna get nice. So it sounds
Yeah, I'm totally up for it. It's a little rough to get through, but it's a very good story.
excellent. Okay, so final call for questions. Get them in, guys, because someone needs to go to Betty Buys.
Yes, Betty buys.
So who? No, I'm just gonna stop. I'll be like, should I ask this? So who's the? No, I'm just gonna no. Censored. I'll DM it to you.
Daryl, for the final time, this isn't a relationship. You are my roommate.
Oh no.
I mean, Daryl's lucky that I'll even cuddle with him in the bed anyway. For some reason, he has this weird fascination thinking that angels are trying to hunt him down. Like that's the thing, like him watching Supernatural is like his biggest fear. He absolutely despises it.
I still can't believe you just called a random demon Daryl. Oh my god. Oh, the angels are here. Does that mean me?
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty, guys. So I'm just gonna give it a little bit. And so I hope you had a good time, Somber. I had a good time.
Oh yeah, yes, I definitely had a great time. It was a little rough in the beginning. Kind of had to get over those live stream jitters, but I'm glad I managed to get over that. And hopefully this was successful for you as well.
I had a lot of fun. I will be dragging you back on kicking and screaming sometime again.
Yes, I will have more stories for you.
Oh wait. I have to do that. I have to do it. Time for a sippy sip. I didn't use my drink bottle this time, so it wasn't quite as loud and
Yeah, I was just making sure you weren't choking on that side.
You're like, hold up. So one time, during a live stream, like my lid wasn't working, so I was like there playing with it with my teeth, and just something just like squirted out water. So I was like, going, so like I'm a walking meme. Anyway, yes, please, check out my socials. Please check out Somber and subscribe to him because what are you doing? You should be subscribed to Somber. Isn't that right, Somber?
That is very true. I'm a halfway decent narrator. I tell some pretty scary stories, and yeah, you'll love everything about it.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, so I'm going. Alright, so no final questions by looks of things. It's up to my bae. Yes. He's doing a good job, isn't he, sport?
Right? I'm just gonna have to hire Bean Man as my hype man at this point.
Alright. Also, everyone, don't forget about the mug giveaway. It closes today or tomorrow, since technically it's the 17th tomorrow for the Americans. I don't know why I said it like that. This is like the Americans. Sorry. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Daryl here. Like I'm literally just looking at him sitting on my bed, but also reading his messages on stream.
He's just like holding his phone, going like this. Wait. He's just there going. Alrighty, so I guess time to wrap up. Say goodbye,
All right,
Somber.
it has been an absolute pleasure. I really appreciate you having me on, and I'm glad that everybody had a good time. So, as soon as you guys want me back, to tell more ghost stories, just let the lady know, and she will get a hold of me immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Or you guys could just go ahead and comment on my video since I will be back to uploading tomorrow. And yeah, it's gonna be a great time for everybody. So thank you guys for having me.
It was my pleasure. Alright, everyone. I'm stay safe, my little spooklings. And remember, I'll be watching you.